Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You didn't bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the table?
Let's get this on. Let's do it. Where's like this?
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody calm down.
Man, you know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I sacrificed a lot. Boxingvoice.com to get to where I got to. Boxingvoice.com.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, it's another edition of the flagship show of the Boxing Voice. I know. We did have a Spanish-only edition earlier today, and that threw off some of our maybe English-speaking, audience. It's okay. It's okay. This is a regular edition. No Spanish. I'm going to make sure Ness and Alex cannot speak any Spanish out loud.
Stop making it seem like Spanish is bad, Matt.
Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. But, there was a backlash. It's okay, fans. It's okay. Relax. All you Trump supporters, it's okay. But we have a ton of topics to get to. We have Mayweather Showtime MMA meeting that Steven Espinoza is now confirming. Definitely going to get into that. Tyson Fury being stripped of his ring belt. Obviously, a little bit controversial, but he seems to be taking it a certain way. Gassiev, Dorticos, and plus tons of other fights, tons of other announcements. Jorge Linares, Mikey Garcia, Vasyl Lomachenko, tons of topics, tons of fights to get to. Can't wait to chop it up with everyone.
Yo, I'm back. I am your host, Nes GTO. Just got off the phone with the man. Yo, it's so crazy, right? Like, we starting the show and then boom, I get that call from Bomb Squad right on cue. I mean, he sure knows how to make us look like the Wilder voice, right? Like right before the show.
Did that on purpose. He's watching the show right now, laughing. He's like, I got Ness over here freaking.
It's all good though, because we got something planned real big, and he just confirmed everything. Matt, I don't know though. I mean, I guess I don't know. We'll talk off air anyway. But everything is good. That week is good.
Okay.
So yeah, man, I'm excited. Camp life, Alabama, Tuscaloosa
with the Bama boys.
Bomb Squad, Wilder with the team. We bringing in the big fucking guns this time. It's the big fucking guns, all right? We're bringing Mickey Caparelli all the way from Australia. If you watch Border Wars, you already seen the cinematographic beauty that he puts together.
Well, if you haven't seen that, go watch the trailer, which is released.
Yes, the trailer is free. Tell them, Matt. It's absolutely free, so you ain't even got to be a patron to check it out. Head on over to YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm going to probably try and find it and then tweet it out, so you could just head on over to our YouTube link.
Yes, definitely. If you want to check out what his quality is, what his style is.
You remember the name of it?
TBV Border Wars Los Angeles 2018 trailer, I believe is the name of it. Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote him on that.
Even though I did make the headline. But again, you have to watch that. We're going to bring a Vice HBO style documentary to Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz. You guys are going to love it. I can't wait to show the public Mickey Caparelli's like true quality and talent.
Yo, you know what's beautiful? I hate to cut you off, but we get there. We get there when they start sparring. I was kind of mad. I thought we missed it because they had just finished sparring and sent everybody home. And then, she's having a baby and everything. I'm like, oh shit, maybe they're gonna close camp down early. This ain't good, but nah, they starting right back up when we land that day. So we get to see them off for a couple day layoff, see if that, being with the wife, being in a hospital, staying up late, see how that affects them. You know what I mean? All right. So let's get back into the topics at hand. I don't know if one of my wonderful co-hosts have gone down the 5 topics. If not, we will give you the first topic is mixed martial arts for dummies. No, I'm joking.
Everybody's been ecstatic and going crazy over the 2 videos that Mayweather's put out, and it's something that just got everybody going again. Just like the first fight with McGregor got everybody going. This guy's everybody going again, and it's just 2 videos.
No, but this one is a little further. I believe our producer has some information about Mayweather meeting up with Showtime and the UFC or something like that, is what I seen in the show notes. Matt, you want to step up to the plate, buddy?
I can get that link up in a second, but quickly, Alex Doomsday Lyons is also here with us, even though Ness did an awful job of introducing.
Yes, sir.
Alex, me, Matt Tipturner, and of course Nestor.
I made it clear I was on a telephone with this generation's Mike Tyson.
I understand that, but I know that you dropped the ball, so I'm just making sure that you pick the ball back up. It's okay, Nestor. But yes, Steven Espinoza did say that he is meeting with Floyd Mayweather in Michigan. I do believe, to TMZ Sports. I have the article up here, and you can find it in boxingscene.com.
That's right. Basically, just them meeting up and talking over any MMA future, anything that might be possible. He said that anything Mayweather starts to think, he thinks it into reality. He believes it into reality.
I know what Mayweather's gonna think. How can I get in this cage with some rules that'll favor me?
He's definitely gonna look at it just like that. From a gambler's perspective, you know what I mean? The odds. That's what he asked on the video.
Patty Power. What's the odds, Patty? What's the odds?
There's not a direct quote that says that he is going to meet him. It's in the article saying that he's going to meet him. So I'm assuming the article is correct in this. It is Boxing Scene. They are usually well sourced. But he did say it will be a topic of conversation. There's talking about going to MMA and fighting maybe McGregor in rematch. He says there's a chance whatever he puts his mind to, he sort of wills it into happening. Floyd willed the McGregor fight into happening. So if he sets his mind to it, it will happen. He's not an 8-figure guy anymore. He's a 9-figure guy. And that's the end of the quote.
God, 9-figure. He's a 9-figure guy.
But Matt, I mean, you're usually pessimistic on this Mayweather McGregor thing.
Yeah.
Are you starting to change now?
Yeah, I am, unfortunately.
What you mean, unfortunately? You like it.
There's enough smoke right now. Not saying there's a fire, but there's clearly enough smoke in the air right now. There's clearly enough buzz on both sides, both the McGregor side, the UFC side, Showtime now, Mayweather. Like, it definitely seems like there's something happening. What that is, what capacity it is, I don't know, but there's some business relationship.
I mean, what would you like it to be?
Well, Matt mentioned on the last previous show that they were maybe thinking about going into maybe MMA promoting MMA fights, something like that, or there was like some type of a wind of something like that after the first fight with McGregor.
No, the UFC has been looking to do boxing. That's what. Though I do believe in the past, Mayweather Promotions has talked about putting on MMA events. In my opinion, what I would personally want from these two parties, Mayweather Showtime and the UFC and McGregor, is more of a partnership. If the UFC and Conor McGregor really want to get into boxing, piggyback off of Mayweather Promotions, piggyback off of Showtime, piggyback off of that already built-in industry and fan base. And then we can have an added revenue base, added fan base into the sport. That would be interesting to see. A proposed mixed rules fight between Mayweather and McGregor in a rematch, or Mayweather against anyone in MMA, doesn't really interest me.
How likely is it to get a mixed rules match? I heard you and Doomsday talking about that in the green room, and I'm saying to myself, what the hell is that?
It's just I
mean, like, that's the genesis of MMA.
Rocky did it.
the movie Rocky took it from Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali got in there with Ali Inoki.
Yeah.
Inoki, who was a pro wrestler out in Japan, and they had a mixed rules fight.
That's right.
And that was televised in the US. So this wouldn't be a first for there to be a mixed rules of sort of smorgasbord event of combat sports. That has happened before. There is a precedent for it. Bob Arum even promoted that event. So, I mean, there is a ton of precedent for that.
And, I mean, look, to me, I mean, I don't know if we're going to talk about the other topics or point them out before we get in deep into each topic individually.
No, we're on topic number one.
We're on topic number one. Okay, so Mayweather, he's not getting in the cage, you know, to promote some other fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that if he's getting in the cage, he's getting ready to do something.
You're right about that because, Matt, let's think about it like that. Every time that he steps in the cage, regardless of name,
it could have been one time.
You're right, but every video that he releases, regardless of name attached, we automatically assume McGregor. So he better be really setting something up here, because if not, all he's doing is increasing McGregor's net worth as well, making him popular as well. Because the intrigue is not just because Mayweather's in the octagon, is what would McGregor do to Slaphead in an octagon?
Wasn't, and maybe I'm incorrect again, Matt, wasn't that guy Lee? I don't know the first name, you know it, the guy from MMA. He lost to Chisora. Oh, no, he beat Chisora. He choked him out.
MMA, Chisora? Because Chisora is a boxer.
Not Chisora. What was his name?
Sports here.
It's something. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about, though, right? Lee? His last name? Kevin Lee. Wasn't he at the Mayweather camp? Or he has good relations with those guys up there?
What does it have to do with this?
No, I'm just saying, going into the conspiracy theory of how we feel. Is he getting in? Is he not getting in? He's had MMA guys around him, you know? So, you know, it's not too far-fetched in thinking and still inclining towards that he's going to get in there and maybe do some MMA. I mean, going along with a conspiracy, right?
I don't think, I highly doubt he goes in there and fights under a unified rules bout of MMA. That does not happen. That is my official prediction. That does not happen. He does not go in there and fight a regular MMA unified rules bout. It's something very different.
So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with that other set of boxing rules, not the Marcus of Queensberry rules. The other set is a little more brutal, and you start tripping people, choking them, you know, kind of like headlocking them and stuff like that. But who knows, man? Who knows? I don't think it's something like that has ever been done. I mean, you mentioned Muhammad Ali with the wrestler, but was that really a solid, you know, going for the kill kind of match, or was it more of like, you know, something like what Rocky did in the movie? It was just something that's supposed to be an exhibition, something of a monumental thing, but it wasn't like they were trying to kill each other, because I'm assuming the wrestler would have slammed Muhammad Ali on his head. You know what I mean?
I definitely implore anyone to watch it on YouTube, because it is out there for free, so you can watch the full event.
I never watched it. That's why I'm asking the way I'm asking.
It is a huge boxing moment and MMA moment, so go check that out if you're a combat sports fan.
Okay.
Whatever, Matt.
Hey, I'm trying to be positive here, man. I'm not, you know.
Ain't nobody eat for your whackness. MMA.
You're the guy that wants Mayweather to jump in the UFC cage and fight McGregor in a rematch under MMA rules. You would love that.
Yeah, right.
Nestor would do so many shows about that. We know it. Come on.
That would be about McGregor, you know, beating on Floyd in the octagon.
Beating on him? I don't even know that he would beat Floyd in an octagon. I was watching highlights of that fight again. Yo, Floyd was battering that dude with rights and left and right. Like,
okay, you're mentioning two limbs
with gloves. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, once McGregor starts kicking, though, it's a whole nother.
Once he takes him down, that's all it needs to be.
Yo, he don't even be taking people down.
Dude, if you haven't seen the Max Holloway fight, that's because you're not a fan of MMA, and that's cool.
Floyd is talented enough to be able, I think, to, you know, learn how to stop a takedown and use what he's good at in the ring, not to be taken down. I think
if Mayweather has, the only way that's possible,
McGregor still has to shoot. All right, and we're not gonna get into this bull. This is what you want because you're an MMA fan, but McGregor still has to shoot. Mayweather's still the best in the motherfucking world at timing someone, the best. No one can prove us different. So if
Timing.
McGregor shoots, he could still get fucking a straight right to the face or an uppercut. To the fucking cranium, okay?
Real quick. Shout out to Chauncey Pearls. With the UFC's declining rating and pay-per-view buys, Floyd can be the one to resurrect their stock. The irony. Hashtag UFC lackluster lately.
No, hashtag boxing's dead and they need our fucking hero to save them.
Yeah, shout out to Chauncey for the.
Yo, I was in a meeting the other day, and you know, obviously we did no business because
very quickly before you get into that, shout out to Michael Johnson, another super chatter. What up with Barry Hearn interview about Deontay Wilder?
Oh, I heard about that. That there's a
controversial or
contradicting interview with Barry Hearn and Eddie Hearn. But I told, all I can say is I told you, and so did Devon, so did Deontay. I wish I had that old soundbite. There's some fuck shit going on because we told you a long time ago. And the fuck shit is they don't want to make that fight. You don't want to lose that cash cow. You don't want to lose that.
Nothing's new here in the narrative, or in the contradicting narratives.
No.
But digressing back to the topic. What meeting were you in, or did you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, so I was in a meeting. I mean, it's not that important, but I was because we're talking MMA. I was in a meeting, and it was like, you know, the guy who I'm trying to get to fund us tells me, well, you know, the people who I'm around, if there's combat sports on, we're more inclined to stop if it's MMA. I'm like, well, I hope you know, it's only 17% white people watch that shit anyway, according to Espinoza.
That's what Espinoza said.
Yeah, he said, I think 22% MMA, 17% boxing. But the bigger numbers are obviously in the demographic of the African American, which was 56, and the Latino was 65 or something, or higher than 65. But yeah, obviously the meeting didn't go well because you know, everybody wants you to sell out, just like most people have sold out already, and they report on, you know, various MMA news. You know, I only do the Mayweather MMA news. I don't really fuck around like that. I mean, I might dibble and dabble in a little Pacquiao. MMA news, but obviously those are polarizing names that have had the sport on their back for years. So for you to grin on your face as if MMA has pulled me in, Matt, you're so wrong, and you know that you are. You're just
do a quick side topic because I got to pull you in homie court right now. Okay,
homie court.
Okay. You have a sister channel. Hold on. You have a sister channel and a co-host who has an MMA show. You could have angled it a little bit differently. But anyways, thank you for the invite to that meeting. Salute. Digressing. Back to the topic, or we can move on. I really don't care about this topic.
Dude, it would be like whatever you guys just read about the super chatter and the irony. You imagine me sitting in a meeting trying to build up the Boxing Voices funding so we could fly around the world to cover the sport, and then they're like, well, we're in the MMA, and I'm like, yeah, check out my sister channel, and fucking Matt gets a gig on ESPN somewhere talking MMA.
I will always bring you up with me. Don't worry about it.
I hear you, but you'd still be somewhere talking MMA.
He said that you would leave his
like
his golden child, the sport of boxing.
He'd be somewhere talking MMA with that dude that sounds like he's fucking Asian, Hara Hawani and shit. You guys be chilling, drinking coffee. How do you pronounce that guy's name? You know,
Ariel Hawani.
Yeah. You know, like that's what Matt wants to do secretly. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be with the Boxing Voice until I get that.
Nah, we're gonna bring up our sister channel, Mixed Combat Radio. That's what we're gonna do.
You know the vision I have for TBV. It's a network, man. We're the new like ESPN network, where ESPN has ESPN1, ESPN2.
Yeah, but ESPN covers sports.
Now we have the TBV, El Español, whatever.
Now we're the ESPN of just.
He said El Español or whatever.
We don't want to branch out, man. We don't want to do MMA coverage.
Don't worry about it, fam.
All right, let's get into topic number 2. Before we move on, do you guys really quickly? Yes, no. Does it happen? Is it happening? Matt, you said smoke, but we need a more. You know, we need you to.
Is what happening? Give me a more specific question here.
Mayweather fighting in the octagon.
Yeah,
just that very general.
I mean,
is Mayweather getting into an octagon?
I mean, it could be Patty Power. I'm telling you, they could be that intelligent. They could be like, Mayweather, we'll pay you $1 million to just do it on your Instagram, wearing our shorts, saying Patty Power. I mean, maybe that's enough. I don't know though. Why would people go to Paddy Power just because Mayweather's wearing their shorts?
I don't know. But to answer your question,
open the betting line so that they could use Paddy Power to, grab those bets.
To answer your question, does Mayweather fight in the octagon? That very plain, simple question. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Does he fight in
All right.
octagon? That's right.
And remember, Matt, you could always, umbrella that under, does he fight in the octagon? It doesn't mean he has to fight McGregor. Like, they could do a 3-fight deal and he's fighting a bunch of bums. I've said that before. So, Alex, what about you? Answer.
I feel as though he's parading. I don't think Mayweather just comes out just for any reason. It hops in the cage. He's going to do something. Is he going to fight? Like I mentioned before, the plain Jane question, is he going to step into the octagon and fight? Yes, he is. That is my prediction on it.
I just feel like Jack Nicholson in Batman, and I've used this before when he says, where does he get those wonderful toys? I feel that way about Mayweather. It's just like, where does he get these ideas, bro? Listen, there was a time people called him dumb, man. Mayweather's come a long fucking way. He has truly taken over combat sports, man. It's insane. The videos of him in the octagon are in upwards of the millions, bro. I've never seen anything like it. It's crazy. He's really been able to cross over. He's grabbed, obviously, some of those McGregor MMA fans because, Matt, you and I stick to analytics, and boxing videos just don't do 1 million views on average. Like, it can take some time. Not that they don't, there's obviously boxing videos out there from 5 months ago that are at 1 million, but it's not a instantaneous thing.
I can probably look up right now that HBO Boxing and Showtime Boxing's YouTube accounts do not have 1 million subscribers.
Yes.
That wouldn't be shocking at all.
They do not have 1 million subscribers.
So these videos not getting the right push or the right exposure is not surprising. Now, if you go over to, stick on the same topic, if you go over to the UFC's official YouTube account, I bet they have millions of subscribers. And that does make a difference.
There has been a residual effect for Mayweather.
Oh, yeah.
These videos on Facebook, they're really in the millions over there. I've seen like 3.8, crazy shit, and I know that doesn't sound big for, someone that follows Kim Kardashian and, she's jumping up and down with her titties out. Those got 14 million, but it's a different story in combat sports. I'm telling you, especially for boxing. So credit to Mayweather. He's so intelligent. He continues to stay relevant. What he needs to do, Matt and Alex, is find a way to have some of this shine actually come down on his promotional company and his fighters. Have them get some residual effect of all this attention that only the name Floyd Mayweather gets and not the promotion and the stable.
To be fair, he did have his two biggest stars, so to speak, in his stable on the McGregor pay-per-view card, and Gervonta Davis and Badou Jack. I mean, I can't think of anything else.
Badou stepped up to the plate and obviously shined. He captured a title versus Nathan Cleverly, but Gervonta lost his title at the scales.
I know, of course, but the argument
on
is
a big stage.
No. But again, that's separate from Mayweather because that's on Gervonta for losing that momentum at that moment. Mayweather put him in there to shine. So I think Mayweather has done actually a very decent job as of recent to put his guys on and to sort of be...
He always posts his guys on.
And to be fair, he's the guy that's going to get the spotlight. He wants his guy to be right next to him so they can sort of get the spotlight too and get some extra shine.
He's building up his Mayweather promotions, and that's what he's doing. He's putting his fighters in the limelight. He's always done it. And
if those guys don't succeed and don't capitalize on it, that's maybe on them, not on Mayweather.
Yeah, and that's what I brought up that for, because Badou did capitalize. People know him. You got, crazies like Scorsese calling him.
Yeah, but Scorsese's always been like that. Come on.
I know, but,
Do we really know if Badou Jack's stardom has improved? Like, has his Instagram or Twitter followers increased drastically after the fight? I don't know.
I think it's a rising stock to me, man. He's it's
in boxing, maybe not outside of boxing, because those are two very different things.
Yeah, well, he's not tied into any other show or anything like that, but he's a cookie cutout, kind of figure for the sport too. He's a good man, has a good family. I never seen any bad news on Badou Jack.
Oh, Badou.
Yeah, Badou Jack's
Nah, he's pretty good.
So he's a
well, since you're talking about bad news on a fighter, it is bad news that Tyson Fury has been stripped of his last lineal ring title. But he's always in the news for bad news. I, at one point, thought he was going to hurry up and pencil something in because the ring was giving him time to pencil something in. But then I seen that attached to him having to schedule a fight before a certain amount of time, it needed to be a top 5.
They did eventually relax on that rule, by the way.
I don't know. I read that a day ago live.
I'm almost 100% positive because I saw from, I believe, Dougie Fisher's.
Yeah, I seen it from Ring TV's Twitter saying Tyson Fury had till like 12 p.m. to schedule some shit.
Yes, that the time was always the same, but they relaxed on the top 5 opponent.
Oh, did they?
I believe they relaxed on that stipulation.
Listen, my friend, you believing and them doing so is 2 different things. How about you check that out?
I can do that right now. I'm trying to do some
because that is
producing work right now. You know that.
That is important. You know what I mean? Because that can be the mitigating factor whether or not we give him a pass. Because it's like, yo, if you're expecting Tyson to fight a top 5, first of all, can he do it? Can he fight a top 5? Top 5 would be what? Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz. And all those guys are tied up anyway. Povetkin tied up or not really.
And then who else? Joseph Parker, obviously.
Let's open it to the top 10. The only guy that I see him coming off the couch like that and possibly beating Dillian White and Kubrat Pulev. I think that Tyson Fury, 260-pound Tyson Fury, 248-pound Tyson Fury, still can beat both of those guys. Pulev and Dillian White. I should probably not say that. I was trying to get Dillian White on the show. I was talking to his publicist and my boy Spencer Fearon. They said he'll get me anyone in the UK. I'm still waiting. Spence, what's going on? So, Matt, I mean, Doomsday, you got something to say? You cleaning out your mic, but what's going on over there?
No, I'm actually looking to see if we try to find out if that was really what was said to him, that he had to face the top 5 opponent.
I'm looking that up.
Yeah, I'm looking that up too. But in any case, even if he did have to face his top 5 opponent, I mean, when was he coming back? When was the fight scheduled? You said by 12 o'clock he
just had to pencil something in. So he could have easily said, all right, I'm gonna, he could have obviously had to have something in place, some sort of contract at least.
Was there a time?
Yeah. They set a time.
So I mean, depending on the time, because I still don't know what the time was, but how fast is he coming back? If they wanted him to do something towards the end of the year, that Well,
I mean, he's not coming back fast now because he's been.
I think Doomy misunderstands. They had a time limit for when the contract needs to be signed, not for when the fight needs to happen.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. When the fight.
Yeah, he just had to be at least in I'm sure they would have given him an extension if he was at least in negotiations. But that's the thing. If you're asking him to fight a top 5, I don't see that as doable unless he takes Tony Bellew. But again, Bellew is tied up with everyone's tied up. I don't know what the ring was putting pressure on him for.
I mean, but you're out there saying that you'll beat Anthony Joshua on a bad.
Doesn't matter. Joshua's tied up with Parker. Deontay's tied up with Lewis. Povetkin's tied up with Price. Bellew's tied up with David. I mean,
already like 7 people right there, 6 people right there in the top 10.
So it's like, yo, why are you putting the pressure on him? Now, if you say, yo, fight a top 20, then let him get in there with a Johan Dunhapis, Charles Martin, Chris Hammer. He ain't getting in there with Wanaki. Wanaki might stop him.
Wanaki, yeah, right. Babyface assassin.
Yeah, he ain't no tune-up.
No, definitely not.
Not that he'll stop Tyson when Tyson's 100, But Tyson, you know, being 248, 260, Wanaki might put a Kawasaki on his face.
Nah, we've seen Adam in action, man.
He was just in action. Like, he got a good stop.
Yeah,
that was a no name, but that's what you do to the people you don't know their name.
I mean, that was kind of a back and forth affair. I don't know if that was a spectacular performance.
I mean, he always outworks guys, man. That's what I'm used to seeing, man. He always outworks guys. It's amazing.
Yeah, but if you get beat up in the process of outworking someone, that's not the same as like a Spence Bundu fight.
No, you're definitely right.
There's a difference there. I can't find the information regarding the top 5 opponent. I say we move on, and I hopefully when we have callers, I'll look back on it and see if I can find any more information.
Well, your nemesis is on the line, so don't you run.
Uh-oh.
He can stay in his lane and wait. And we have other topics.
Next topic is one that we actually discussed earlier on the first episode of the Boxing Voice en Español with myself and Doomsday Lioness. So you can head on over to iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, or anywhere you normally listen to our podcast and check that out en español para todas nuestros latinos que quieran escuchar el podcast en español. So, we were talking about Vasyl Lomachenko versus Jorge Linares, and there's a lot going on here, and I'm kind of happy we're getting a double back and do it in English, the language in which it originated. Even though Vasyl is from the Ukraine and, you know, Jorge Linares is from Venezuela, they use Twitter, whether it was via themselves or their handlers that write for them, and it was all written in English. The first shot was fired by Jorge Linares, Matt. The first thing he said was, after defeating Mercito Gesta, he just said, I believe it. I'm going to paraphrase here a bit because I don't have it pulled up. I should, but I won't have it in time. Okay. All right. Maybe I can. I did happen to have a page already with
the Vasyl part.
Yeah, that was good too, but that was not the first one. The first one was
that was good. I don't know if that was good.
You're crazy if that wasn't good.
That was not
crazy if that wasn't.
It was all right.
You're crazy.
It was mediocre at best.
Pull it up.
Hate is all I hear from this man.
Yo, I'm a huge Linares fan, but come on.
He's in LA. He's an LA guy.
Vasyl wants to fight me. Ha ha ha. Like, come on, man. Like,
no, he didn't do that. He didn't say that. You're saying it all wrong. He said your father named you correctly, Vasyl, because you must be silly wanting to fight me. Yo, don't say it like a child. Say it like the way he fucking said it. And he also said this before he said that. Okay,
Linares has never talked.
Yo, he also said this before he said that. He said hashtag King Jorge. Okay, hashtag King Jorge is waiting for you at 135, and he ats Vasyl Lomachenko. And he says, your dad named you right because you are Vasyl wanting this fight.
That was a good one. That was a good
one. And he got it. Yo, a matter of fact, I'm gonna screen share.
Hold on. Ness can hype up anything.
I'm gonna screen share.
Will's beating on his chest.
Bullshit, I can hype up anything. It's the truth.
Hey, shout out to Modest Way on the super chat. He says Linares versus Lomachenko is the fight to make next. I mean, I feel the same way too, man. I like that fight.
Here we go.
Lomachenko big as hell. You need to move up.
Ness can hype up paint drawing. Guaranteed.
Look at that. Look at that fucking picture. You guys see that shit? I'm screen sharing it right now.
Bam.
Look at that. How badass. He got the crown on, bicep on a trillion. He looking like Hulk Hogan with the biceps. You know he was eating his vitamins.
Man, he got the crown.
Hashtag Matt. Yo, Matt, and that's sad that you straight up abandoning Linares now when he most needs you. When you was
I am still a fan. I am still a fan.
Fight Easter and Mikey, you were beating the guns for him. Now he's fighting Vasyl. You're scared.
What do you mean I'm scared?
You're no longer on his side.
come on, dude. Vasyl, like, come on. Like, that was lame. That was lame.
Right. Let's go to his next one because he's got a few out there, bro. He's got a few. Let's see what else he got here. Boom. No, not that. Not that either. And there's another one. He says, I am ready for May. Hashtag King George Team Linares. So remember that Bob Arum said, what, the 28th of April or May 12th? So I don't know how May 12th. That sounds weird. Is that right? Because I thought Thurman was coming back May 19th. So how the hell is this one? Well, I guess that is 7 days later. Okay, maybe that'll work. Maybe the 12th is a Saturday and the 19th is the next following Saturday.
I have no idea.
I mean, that would be helpful, producer.
Well, the 5th is a Saturday, so then you have 7 days after that. That is the 12th. So Cinco de Mayo is Triple G Canelo too. The next week would be May 12th.
Yeah, May 12th is Monday, man.
So now I'm going to
Monday.
I am actually screen sharing Vasyl.
Saturday.
And look at what Vasyl put up right here. First, he put this out. I don't really want to play it, but I'll play it anyway. He probably threw his back out here too, because he looks like he's struggling with this hip toss.
Hay que tener box. Oh.
Right here, this is where he throws his back out. And he lands on it. No way.
Четыре балла.
So,
That was really bad.
attached to that on Twitter, attached to that particular video on his Twitter account, he says to Jorge Linares, No. That's when he says, I might have to sign up to the UFC if no one wants to fight me. Right? So then, people got mad and all this, start adding different UFC fighters. UFC fighters started calling out Vasyl like, yeah, come on, I'll fight you. So then, Vasyl, he's talented, or whoever's running his shit. Feels like they hired Rigo's guy. Right away, he responded with a fucking Superman, the Christopher Reeve Superman, and the word no joke, like, or take a joke, and Superman's like, and the word is just floating around his yo. They're getting crafty, these guys, yo. I'm telling you, you gotta follow them on social media just for shits and giggles. I'm telling you. But let's go to the following one. This is the one that really sent, I don't know. This probably got the negotiations going, allegedly, right? Because Vasyl takes to his Instagram, he puts a split shot of he and Jorge Linares, and he chooses to put the one with him holding the belt in his mouth. Kind of like the way dogs hold their bone after they whoop some ass. You know what I'm saying? So he says, ask and you shall receive. Let's do it at Jorge Linares at 135. I'll be patiently waiting for you to decide if you truly want this or not. Hashtag high tech. So it seems like these gentlemen both want to fight each other.
Yes.
So
allegedly.
Because
Oscar De La Hoya doesn't seem to.
There is a final tweet from an hour ago to add to this story, and I'm screen sharing it. It is a picture of Bob Arum and Lomachenko, and you see how things unfold right before your eyes. That's why it's okay if you don't want to follow all these guys on social media. That's difficult. We'll continue to bring you the latest, greatest reporting news out there. And here is some breaking to add to this triangle of sins.
1 hour ago.
He says, those who call themselves kings are not kings. You must earn the crown. I'm actually happy to read that. I thought I was going to read something like those who call themselves kings are liars because they didn't want to sign a contract. But at least this is still like building up the fight and not saying that there is no fight, unlike what we are here to report and took a long time. But we got to give you backstory. We got to excite you. And after we did that, now we got to burst your fucking bubble because Oscar De La Hoya says it's all lies. No one's contacted me. I'm Linares' U.S. promoter. Bob Arum is telling ESPN and ESPN's Dan Rayfield that we are in negotiations, but no one has contacted me. Matt, I know you know, and Doomsday now is aware that Linares is also promoted by Tekken. Could Bob Arum be going as far as to trying to deal with the secondary promoter of Jorge Linares? And I guess secondary may be a poor choice of words, being as though that they have always been there. Tekken has. Who also.
And just to put into everything in perspective here, isn't this leaving Mikey out? And
oh yeah, they're leaving Mikey out. Mikey actually jumped on his Twitter and was like, "What happened, Nino?" Because Jorge calls himself Nino de Oro. But in English, like you call somebody boy, it's different. So Mikey called him not Nino, but boy. He was like, "What happened, boy? I thought you wanted to fight me for the WBC." And this is all on social media, guys. So again, don't worry, we'll continue to track it down for you and bring it back to you, translate it for you. So he says, "What happened, boy? I thought you wanted to fight me." But Jorge never answered. Why? Because it's probably a bigger money fight with Lomachenko. Not bigger money, but on paper, if you're the Venezuelan, Matt, you got to think you can beat Loma and not Mikey. I know people will say, well, Ness, Loma style, and he's the Matrix, but Mikey's just a bigger animal. Like, at least Linares is thinking, I'm the bigger guy. This guy's moving up, maybe. But with Mikey, he's like, fuck, he's the bigger guy. He's been up. He's skilled. He's talented. They think he's pound for pound. It's a whole lot of shit. Not to say that it's not with Lomachenko, but at least you got that one factor that Loma's the smaller guy moving up. We know he's argued in the media that he can't go over 138 to fight Pacquiao. So I don't know.
Yes, playing that tennis, Ness, because you asked so many questions there. Back to Tekken and what's going to be done there, what could be done there. I think it's absolutely possible that Bob Arum presents a package to them that is overseas. Maybe in Japan, maybe back in Ukraine.
Macau. I see Macau.
Germany. I'll put it this way. If you're Tom Lawfer with Usyk, Bob Arum with Vasyl Lomachenko, and you don't think about doing the Klitschko route and putting guys in Germany where you can sell potentially 50,000 seat stadiums and get 10 million plus viewership over there, I think you'd be a bad promoter. So maybe that's a route as well. But I definitely think it's a possibility. Plus, ESPN has already shown that they're willing to show overseas top-ranked fights. The Ryota Moreta fight was shown at, I think, like 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on ESPN, regular ESPN, on like a Wednesday live. So I mean, that can be done. That could be done. To the second question about Mikey Garcia. Is Mike Garcia a bigger money fight than Lomachenko for Linares?
Yeah, because Lomachenko only paid Rigondeaux $400K, and Rigondeaux, I mean, come on, bro. He's bigger than than Linares.
Is he?
Fuck yeah! Who's Linares' biggest win? What has he done?
But for US TV and gate, I don't think there's really that much of a difference.
He ain't got no US gate. He ain't got no US gate. And what US TV, if every time he's been on US TV, he fucking lost? This is the first time he won on US TV.
What do you mean? He's been on HBO cards before. He's been on HBO main events. What are you talking about?
Yeah, where he lost to DeMarco and then he lost to Yayo Thompson. What other HBO fight he had?
Luke Campbell. Anthony Corolla. Both those fights were on Showtime.
That was on Showtime, the Corolla fights.
The Campbell fight was on HBO.
A fucking prospect. A prospect, 17-0 at the time.
But Ness, you're changing the goalpost.
I did just change it. I did.
Okay, I know you're a little child and you want to take it away and then go back to the sandbox.
I'm taking the ball.
Okay, I know it's okay. Calm down that quivering lip. It's okay. It's okay. I know you're upset.
Soundboard.
But I think Mike Garcia, yes, is probably a little bit more of a paycheck than Lomachenko, but not much. Not to the point where it's a major difference where you think about I'm gonna take the bigger risk. And Mikey Garcia. I
highly doubt it, man. You're bugging, bro. Listen, Mikey Garcia is attached to Al Heyman and Showtime. It's going to be a unification bout. It's going to mean big money. Fucking Rigondeaux moved up 2 divisions and he got $400K. Stop it, man. Linares would at least get $1 million on Showtime versus Mikey, man. Get out of here.
I don't know about that.
I think Mikey versus Lomo is the bigger fight.
but that's not what's on the table here.
Yeah, I know. Just
Loma got options, you know.
Yeah, Loma.
I don't even know why he's considering Vasyl. I wonder what happened with the Pacquiao option. Like, what? I mean, you know, catch weight 138,
Who are you talking about?
Lomachenko.
Okay, so you mentioned Lomachenko fighting Lomachenko, so I was just confused there. You may have mixed up names there.
No, that was YouTube.
He said Vasyl versus Lomachenko.
Yeah, he was like Vasyl versus Lomachenko.
Vasyl versus Pacquiao. Like, whatever happened to that? Like, I mean, he said he could do 138. Pacquiao is like on the way out. Pacquiao needs a light fight. I'm sure.
That's not a light fight. That's why. That's not a light fight for Pacquiao. Pacquiao don't want that smoke. Come on, man. Come on. There's a reason they're talking about Mike Alvarado. There's a reason they're talking about Mike Alvarado. Mike Alvarado is a walking target. Vasyl Lomachenko is you can't hit that guy. Come on, man. Like, there's a reason.
Yo, that's crazy. Alvarado got thrown in the media and like nothing happened from that.
Oh, poor him, man.
Yo, it's like they throw wet rice at the wall, see if it sticks. If it's
true. That's not true. Remember, because Bob Arum has talked about putting a dual venue telecast?
Yeah. They're gonna be on the undercard. You imagine? Yo, Pacquiao would be such a humble gentleman if he was accept a undercard of Terrence Crawford and Jeff Horn.
Well,
like,
you know,
that would show like, wow. Like, I would be impressed. I mean, and not to say that I wouldn't do it if I were Pacquiao, to be honest with you. Look, man, you're rebuilding, bro. You're rebuilding. It is what it is. As long as your check is your check, don't let nobody, fucking bother you. Like, he's still getting your check.
You throw Pacquiao in Macau against some guy, and you have Terrence Crawford against Jeff Horn in Madison Square Garden, and you show the Pacquiao fight right before the Terrence Crawford Jeff Horn fight, and Pacquiao makes his Chinese money, so he's good. Yeah,
and Jeff Horn and Terrence Crawford get those residual views from Pacquiao, because he's on there. It's like, oh shit, Manny Pacquiao, and then he stopped fighting whatever TV stood on, right? A la Spence.
Weren't there big rumors that like the Macau, Chinese casino?
Beat that for my Spence haters, like, they put Manny Pacquiao on first, and then whatever TV stay on, Jeff Horn and Terrence Crawford get those viewers, a la Spence.
Hey, you can't hate that. Okay, that's the game. You got to play the game. But I mean, I remember there's huge rumors when Manny Pacquiao fought Brandon Rios that those casinos gave Pacquiao huge money over there, because that's like the new Vegas in Asia. So they're going to do something. They're going to get a paycheck over to Pacquiao in some way and make that work.
Yeah, let's see if they get it to work, man. So I guess wrapping up the Lomachenko and Linares news, do we believe Oscar? Do we believe Arum?
I do not believe Oscar.
So you don't believe that this is being negotiated? I mean, that this is not being negotiated? That Oscar has been contacted, or you think they're dealing with Tekken only?
I believe there's a reason that he said I'm his U.S. promoter. I think there is. Bob Arum wants that fight. That's an easy belt for Lomachenko, in my opinion, at 135. I think style-wise, Linares is an easier matchup than Easter at 135 for Lomachenko.
Yeah, listen, I just watched that Gesta fight again by accident because I had it on my DVR. It's like nothing there to watch. I'm like, fuck it. I just played it while I was working in the background. And, this dude was hitting Gesta with 4-punch combinations. Gesta's still coming forward. Like, it's going to be pity-pat Matt all night in there.
And you got to think about this, like, whatever that Linares does very, very well, Lomachenko does better.
I can do anything, you can do better.
Exactly.
I can do better. Anything better than you. Yes, I can. Or I can. And yes, you can.
Now on to your favorite topic, your favorite event and promotion.
El Cubano Dorticos taking on Murat Gassiev, the IBF versus the WBA. Cruiserweight titles on the line. Two big punchers. Look, I'm not as hyped because I've only gotten to see 2 of Murat Gassiev's fights. He just burst onto the scene, but he's so good that he snagged up a title, I think, around like 17-0 or something like that. So, and Doritos, we don't know nothing. We just seen him knock out Kudasfed or Sudafed, whatever his name was.
Sudafed.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, and then they're not even airing this. Like, how am I even gonna watch it? I gotta wait for Matt to send me a link. It's like, it's the fourth topic, not only, because it's the fourth topic, because it belongs on the bottom, bro. Like, until they get it right, it doesn't matter. They keep fucking up, bro. Like, not even the finals get television time. Like, that is sad. And if that's the case, bro, there's an entire YouTube world right there. Tyson Fury, his cousin Huey Fury did it.
Remember, they did have a stream up, and then within the first 30 seconds of round one, the stream failed and it was in the stop.
Well, that's part of them getting it together, Matt. Like being able to at least stream it properly. You know what I mean? Get a team that's doing this already. Like, don't try to in-house this. You outsource something like this, bro. You don't. It's just ridiculous and it's sad. And I don't have much to say about this topic because they don't give us anything. There's no sort of digital content. I mean, they're just dropping the ball, really. Like, where's the media workout videos, because these guys are training in places they're like in another country right now.
They are in another country right now. That's the whole point.
It's like cold. They both got fucking winter hats on and shit. They're both wearing skull caps, for God's sakes. They're in Russia?
Yes, they're in Russia.
Oh, my God. Why Doritos go there?
The money. Come on, man. You know those Russian benefits.
Gassiev sounds like he's Russian. Man.
He's with Gennady Golovkin too and Abel Sanchez. If you did not know.
I know he spars with little Gennady.
I think regardless of
he's actually out there right now with Tom Lothar and Abel.
Regardless of the TV situation or lack thereof, this fight is spectacular. And regarding the online content,
Matt, I always like messing with you. How could you use a word like spectacular when you've only seen 2 fights of Murat Gassiev? Even if you want to lie and say that you're a hipster and you've seen more.
Like maybe 4.
So, exactly. So 4 fights with maybe 2 and 2 names you never heard of, 2 you have, and all of a sudden it's spectacular. Like Earl Spence versus Keith Thurman, because of who they fought on their way to meet each other, is spectacular.
For me, that's a mega fight. To me, that's a mega fight.
Man, you're funny, bro.
What? I think that first off, the style matchup of Gassiev and Dorticos will be a firework, event. It will be. That. The amount of punches they're going to throw at each other, the amount of knockout blows they're going to throw at each other.
That's what I'm saying. There's not enough fights that there's not enough fights out there on both to let us know that this is true. For all we know, they won't throw a bunch of punches. We don't know that. We don't have enough footage to know if their styles indicate that they're a bigger version of Brandon Rios who lets his hands go. We don't know that. How do we know that? Based off what?
Gassiev has fought Denis Lebedev. Denis Lebedev is arguably going to be a Hall of Famer at one point.
All right. That's one
and off forever.
It's my same argument. It's only 1 or 2 fights that we've seen. You can't make an assessment on a fighter based off 1 or 2 when guys like Daniel Jacobs have been.
Yes, you can. People made assessments off of Earl Spence, off of Phil Greco. Come on. What are we talking about here? No. People make assessments off of prospects and contenders very quickly.
I mean, listen, it's different. People in trolls
on US TV doesn't mean we can't do the same thing there. Come on, man.
I think you're just categorizing it wrong. There's a difference between boxing fan and trolls, bro. Like, no one is gonna assess a fighter off of a one Phil Greco fight. Like,
okay, on the real, I was being hyperbolic. Shout out to that word, for all of you people taking shots for all the words I say. Let's be real here. After the Chris Algieri fight, people thought Earl Spence was the truth, right? There was the hype train at that point, correct? Yes or no?
But
don't follow up. Yes or no? I just want yes or no.
Yes.
Denis Lebedev is a much more established boxer than Chris Algieri ever was. Ever was.
He is not as young as Chris Algieri.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
He was not in the point of his career where Chris Algieri was. He was on the tail end of his career. He was gotten at the right time by the younger cruiserweight.
But I would still argue that
he has been a cruiserweight maybe all his life. He being Lebedev.
Okay.
Okay. So at the end of a career, making that weight all your life.
The blown up 140 pounder with no punching power, who was a champion off of only a controversial win against Provodnikov, who was even then arguably not that great. I mean, we can start picking apart everyone's resume. We know that, Ness. We know that.
Saying spectacular is a strong word.
But that's what I'm here for. All these strong words. Hashtag hyperbolic. This is a great fight. This is a unification fight. And Ness, for someone that I know always talks about how we should always push for unifications, you should be hyped on this fight. Come on. And I do hope that they show it on stream. I do believe that they're going to try to do that again. Hopefully it works this time. And Ness, I do know that it is hard to find some of their content because for some reason it does not go up in anyone's feed. Like when I'm searching on YouTube, I never accidentally run into World Boxing Super Series videos. I have to actually go to their channel and find their videos. They do have tons of videos out there on their channel. They do have some actually great online content, I would say, but you have to actually go and find it, unfortunately. I don't know if that's a tagging issue that they don't have someone on the inside that understands YouTube, understands the internet. I don't know what it is, but that to me is an issue. That they do have good, solid content, but for some reason the algorithm isn't hitting, and we aren't getting them on the usual feed.
So at around 8 o'clock, we're going to have a guest on the show. He's going to be fighting on tomorrow's Showbox, The Next Generation, which is a magnificent card, okay? And look, now it's Matt's turn to say magnificentness. Really? Why the choice of word, right? Because, yeah, maybe you guys don't know these guys, but it is my job to teach you who they are. So in the main event, who we had scheduled for last week was, what's his name? Ronald Ellis taking on Junior Johan. And then on the undercard, we were supposed to have my gym stablemate, Wellington Romero from the Dominican Republic, who lost in the Olympics to Vasyl Lomachenko. But he pulled out like 2 days ago with a back injury. Now, small world or powerful social media, Matt? I'm doing what I do best, working. I'm on IG. You know what I'm saying? I see this sharp, flashy guy doing some pad work. Shades a little AB in there. Shades a little Floyd Money May in there. And then the music drops and they go into like this kid and play routine, kind of dancing, him in the pad, man. Then right back to the pad. Bah, 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 bah. Bro, the shit blew up on our page. So then I said, who's this Montana Love guy? Let me go post up another thing of him, because that other video did so well. Let me give him some love. Boom, I go post up something else. Fast forward like a day and a half, I get an email that says Wellington pulls out with back injury. Montana Love steps in. And I'm like, holy shit. This dude was just on our IG. This is crazy. Now he's on this Showbox. I start talking to the other producer who plays in the backs, Matt, who will be bringing on Montana. And he's like, oh shit, I seen you posting Montana on your IG. How'd you meet him? And I said, bro, I never met him. I ran across his footage on the social media. He's like, bro, he's from my hometown. Want me to connect you? And at the time, Matt, the fight wasn't made. So I'm like, nah, not right now. You know what I mean? Not right now. And then all of a sudden it's like, yo, short notice fight. It's like, yo, Matt. I'm texting him now like, yo, could you get Montana? Can you get Montana? So we're going to get Montana in here on short notice, but was in training. And I want his story because I hear he's got a good one. So, but this is an interesting Showbox card. Not only that, I don't know, Matt, did you spar with Joel? Remember Joel that I always interview from my gym?
No.
You sure? Well, he's going pro tomorrow on this same card.
Which one?
The little one with the winning headgear and is blue, like royal blue winning headgear and I don't know if he had that when you were there. If you didn't spar with him, he definitely sparred with the little long-haired Dominican you sparred with.
Yeah, I know. The other guy. But regarding that Instagram video that did blow up, that video was crazy.
Yes.
I mean, in terms of reaction, that definitely got a reaction. It's gonna be good to have him on. Always nice to have a surprise guest on. And regarding the Showtime card,
check it out. He was in camp. Guess with who?
Who?
Your boy.
You have to be more specific.
You got a lot of boys?
Well, pause. No, you always say that with everyone. You say that.
This Enrique has a strong influence on you. The force is strong with Enrique over you.
Yo, I'm doing like the pose, like where he holds his arm.
Nah, man, your boy Robert Easter. He was in camp with Robert Easter.
Oh, salute to him.
And I hear, but his opponent though, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I may be mistaken. I think it was Jerome Conquest that was in the camp of Vasyl and not Tsunami. But Tsunami was in camp with Ray Robinson, who might be fighting Earl Spence and is a southpaw.
Yeah, that's true. I do like the Showbox card overall, though. I think it's a nice little card full of prospects, full of guys that are on the come up.
To GH3, that's their card. You know, they're putting it together. There are some Rock Nation fighters, but it's good to see small promoters all linking up together, each trying to, put a couple of fighters on this card. This is going to be in Sloan, Iowa. You going to that, Matt?
Yo, that reminds me. I forget. Oh, it's Rigas Prograis versus Victor Postal. Getting on a side topic very fast. Guess what that fight's going to be at?
Where?
South Dakota.
Okay. Shout out to South Dakota. Where's that at?
Exactly. No one cares. Even people in South Dakota forget where they're at.
You was going to go to that? You was going to go to that?
I've actually been to South Dakota.
No. If it wasn't in South Dakota, were you trying to go to it?
If that was in like New York or LA, I might take the night off work and actually go see that one. Because I like that fight, and I've always been a fan of Prograis. But South Dakota, man, what the fuck are they thinking? That there's no reason to have it there. The population of Long Beach is bigger than the population of South Dakota. Like, this is ridiculous.
Wow.
I just need to rant on that. Thank you.
Ranted. Any other news?
Yes, we do have some other fight cards to talk about. Lawrence Okolie versus Isaac Chamberlain in the UK. British beef, as it is being called. Great cruiserweight fight between two domestic guys. That the winner probably is going to be on the way towards international status. Like if he would be matched up against a Steve Cunningham or one of those guys next would be interesting. And then maybe a Tabiti next after that. I would like that. But definitely a fight to pay attention to in the UK. Diago Higa, one of the super flyweights that's not getting a ton of shine, ton of knockout power. None of his fights have gone to decision. He is also fighting this weekend in Japan, I believe. You got to check that one out on stream, but definitely check it out. So
I'm getting word from Matt, the other producer, that he's still trying to get a hold of him. They keep connecting and disconnecting. There is bad service out there. So shout out to Sloan, Iowa, for shitty cell towers.
That's not surprising. And we forgot about the ESPN card.
Well, before we get to that, I just want to mention my other stablemate, Joel Flores versus Jacob Atkins. Is going to be a 4-round lightweight bout. And also, I'm being told by our producer, who I have to say, always told me. I know there's going to be some people that say, oh, he's just a hater. But he always told me, Matt, that Broner was a fraud. And anytime that he stepped up, he would fail.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking fucking years ago, bro, when Broner was fighting Quintero, and I couldn't see that. I could see the flashiness in Broner at that weight class and the power, and I'm like, you're crazy. You're just a hater. You're a hater because you're from Akron, Ohio, and he's from Cincinnati, Ohio. But I say that to say he put me on Sean Porter way back when, before Porter was ever on television or anything, because Porter's also from Akron. He put me on Yandel Evans way back then, and Evans just got the big win over Luis Rosa. Only Oza lost to Fortuna. Multiple, obviously, Ohio, Cleveland, Akron area people. So I say all that to say, he says that there's a strong possibility that Thomas Matisse might be on the telecast. Matisse spelled Mattice, not Matisse, or rather, not Matisse. I don't know, whatever. I tried to make it sound Spanish. It didn't work. Should have caught me earlier. I was doing big things on a Spanish episode. But yeah, he says to keep your eye out on Matisse. He should be good. It's an 8-rounder. I'll take his word. I say, I know they're not going to show Joel, but hopefully he shines so bright that they give him some fucking highlights. And I ain't even mean to make that rhyme, but that's what happens when you nest. You shine all the time.
Well, you can watch it actually because Showtime streams all their undercards, so you can watch it probably on Showtime YouTube or Showtime on Facebook.
That would be amazing. I want you to make sure you keep me on point with that. I don't want to miss that. I would love to see Joel's fight.
I definitely will because of obviously.
He's a little banger, yo. He's a little banger. He's been, he spars with Shakur Stevens, ladies and gentlemen. He spars with Adam Lopez. He's doing his thing, bro. He spars hard. All right. Okay. So any other headlines that you got out there?
ESPN. Come on, man. They have a card this weekend.
Oh, yeah, Gilberto Ramirez fighting nobody.
Yes.
Gilberto is fighting the guy at everyone's gym that is just head and shoulders and rubber. Is the guy has no arms? He's the one everyone punches. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The dummy.
Yes.
They're always white. Is that a racist thing? Why they don't ever make a brown or fucking rubber, no shoulder punching bag type of silicone man in the gym? That's weird. I've never seen that. I've only seen him white. But that's okay. We're back to Gilberto Ramirez live on ESPN facing one of these.
Yes, and obviously, he's not, I think, the only part of the card that we should pay attention to.
No, before you move on, since you wanted to move on, because you're saying he's not the only part of the card, we have to pay attention to him because this opponent is so bad that ESPN, who is ESPN, they're a corporation. They're huge. I mean, if you check their Alexa ranking, the last time I checked was probably like 5 years ago. I was obsessed. They were number 35 in the world. That means if there is a trillion websites, they're number 35. Okay? They have chose to use the narrative that boxing saved Gilberto Ramirez, and if it weren't for boxing, he would have ended up being a killer hitman. And what else did he say? I was a hitman and some other even worse shit. And they have him saying it in English on ESPN, on video, over and over. Multiple times he uses the word, I was going to be a hitman. You didn't even know this, did you?
No, I did not.
Now you fucking know. It's right on the page, too. It's not on like Go Siphon. No, it's on .com boxing. And I'm going to play it. Fuck it. I hope they don't flag us because, there's little weirdos. Hold on. Let's see if we can do this.
Oh, the Mark Kriegel sit down?
Yeah, it's with Mark Kriegel. That's crazy. Kriegel just dipped on Showtime.
Yo, a ton of people dipped on like HBO and Showtime to ESPN.
Oh, they got to go where the money's at, bro. I hear them. Not me, though. They tried to make me dip, talking about do some fucking MMA. I'm like, what? Do I look like Matt, bro? Is my name Matt?
The Great Emperor.
So we won't play that ad. We'll just wait.
So you basically gave away the meeting that was with ESPN, huh?
No, fuck no. I wish it was ESPN. Yo, and it was dope too. It was off the water. I had this whole picture, like I was gonna take this picture, like, and just fucking like this deep little description, like big spoon. You know what I'm saying? Like TBV. You know what I mean? Bullshit. I was like, man, fuck out of here. I'm out of here.
Kill or big kill, yeah.
Hold up.
Or be killed?
Yeah. Kill or big kill, yeah.
I just want you to know that broken English is him. I know they sound alike, he and Mark Kriegel, but that's him.
Is that it? You want to play the rest of it?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do a whole screen share this way, so it looks even better. Then I'm gonna screen share it this way. Now everybody can see it, and I'm gonna hope we don't get flagged.
That's the love of the neighborhood.
At 14, what did you think you were going to be? A gangster or what?
I wish to be a gangster, something, a hitman, killer.
I wish to be a gangster or something, a hitman or a killer. I mean, it wasn't that good. We're not gonna have you watching the whole 2 minutes. That's enough. I just wanted to show that that's the narrative they chose. I found it to be strange.
Why?
Because they're gonna keep repeating it. That's not the first time. I just ain't got the time to watch it twice. Like 2 minutes of my life one time, shame on me. 2 minutes of my life twice, shame on you. I'm coming to get you. You know what I'm saying?
No. Why does that pique up your ears?
Because Adonis Stevenson got no love for being a hitman, an enforcer. You know.
Well,
he got no love. He got the boxing public actually.
Let's be fair. Hold on. Adonis Stevenson was a very different situation because Adonis Stevenson was also pimping out girls.
Yes.
And there was domestic violence, I believe, legal issues that he had. That is very different than just pure gang shit, hitman shit. It is different in the public eye. Domestic violence, rape, that sort of that category of crime, I think is a little bit harder to get back from than just gang shit, period. Am I right?
Absolutely. You do not want to be attached to any sort of sex offender crime.
I'm pretty sure he pimped out like underage girls too, from what I remember. So like Adonis Stevenson.
There was something like that, but we're actually on. Can you? I see it 3:30 right there. Matt, what's going on, brother?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, man. You got Montana Love?
Yeah, I got Montana Love on here, undefeated 8-0 prospect from Cleveland, Ohio. He'll be fighting tomorrow night's Showbox card against Samuel Taya. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, he's going up against Tsunami Sam, man. You going up against Tsunami Sam, Montana. But listen, I want to thank you first and foremost for coming on the show. I know it's short notice, just like your fight, so I'm excited for you. I want to introduce you to my co-host, Matthew Hunter. We're excited to have you, and once again, just thank you for your time. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You know, just got done eating, rehydrating. You know, everything's good. You hear me?
Yes, sir. So how was it making that weight? How on shape were you for this fight? Because it was late notice. I mean, you found out, how long ago did you find out? We all got notice via press release maybe 2 days ago that Wellington Romero pulled out of this one.
Yeah, see, listen. Yeah, see, that's when I found out. You know, I was already initially on the card, and we were supposed to fight this Mexican kid. He was 9-1, and you know they ended up calling me like 2 days ago. So I mean, it wasn't really like no difference. You know what I'm saying? Just a switch of the opponents. Same thing. I was already getting ready for the fight. I was initially the swing bout on the card, and then they called me 2 days ago with the slot and whatnot, and yeah, we took it.
And you say is no difference, but I mean, you go from off TV to on TV now, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was like I said, I was initially the swing bout. I figured like the whole time that I was, that I was going to make TV. I was going to make TV and whatnot. It wasn't. I mean, whether it was TV or not TV, we was going to handle the business regardless. You know what I'm saying? The big picture is that I'm fighting in front of Showtime. I'm fighting in front of these bigger, all these different promoters and whatnot. That's a blessing by itself, For now, the TV to come on, it's really no big difference. It's same, we same square circle, just a different state, and now we got the world watching. It's really not a big, I don't look at it. It's huge. It's huge. Don't get me wrong, but I still look at it like a normal fight,
Now, it's almost embarrassing to say that I didn't know you till a few days ago. I'm actually the person that reposted your pad work video on our Boxing Voice Instagram because I was impressed. I came across it, and this was before you got the fight. So I'm like, oh, wow, this guy looks impressive. Then I start doing research. I hear you're in camp with Robert Easter and you're tight with Broner and them. And boom, you get this big fight. And I know Sam Tsunami because, you know, he was preparing for Wellington Romero. Wellington trains out of our gym here in Passaic at Glen Tapia. So I have a good relationship with him. We know he lost to Vasyl. So I was already invested in this fight. And now you slid in and made it even more interesting. What is your promotional situation? Because you said you're happy to be fighting in front of these promoters. Are you a free agent?
Yeah. See, I have a management team. We're independent. You know what I'm saying? We not. I mean, you know, it's good to fight in front of promoters or whatnot, but we not hurting. We not pressed for anything. You know, we just letting everything flow. You know what I'm saying? Whatever come to the table, it'd be great. You know, I know, like I said, the world will be watching. You never know who's out there watching. Maybe Al Heyman might see this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good. It's just good opportunity, regardless.
Definitely. So what do you know about Sam Tsunami Teal?
Nothing.
No video at all?
I never heard of him until now. Never heard of him until they just came with him. I never heard of him. I never seen him. You know, we don't really watch footage. You know what I'm saying? You know, the way he might fight those other guys, he's not gonna fight me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm different. I'm southpaw. I'm way slicker and smoother, and you know what I'm saying, faster and more.
Well, he's actually been.
That he fought, you know what I'm saying? So
he's actually been preparing for a southpaw because you know Wellington Romero was a southpaw, and he's been training with Ray Robinson. We were in his camp. He's been training with the new Ray Robinson.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's all I got to say. Okay. You know, I know he also been sparring with what's his name? The kid that's on the card as well. What's his
Johan?
name? Shania. Yeah, he's been sparring with Shania, helping Shania get ready.
Okay. All right. Well, Montana, I know you got a story because my guy is obviously from Akron and he put me on. So let us know a little bit about you and why we're just getting to know you, because I hear you've been boxing all your life.
Yes, I've been around forever. You know, I had a few years ago, you know, I was out. I literally just came home from prison last year. You know what I'm saying? I had, you know, was catching cases and whatnot, and I fell back on the boxing for a minute. I hit the streets, and you know, the streets, like way it, you know, they did what the streets supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It humbled me and it made me realize, you know, take life serious. Like, this ain't the life that you're supposed to be having. You know what I'm saying? So it made me. I always felt like I was a superstar. You know, always felt like a star. Whether I was in the gym, just me. Period. That's just how I always felt my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, going through those stages, you know, I lost my mother back in 2015. I was catching cases from 2014 all the way to 2015. And, you know, my mother passed away 2015. I went on a run, and I started taking this boxing serious because I know that's what she wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? So I started taking it serious. I was out on the run. I was in Texas. Then, I had my first pro debut, April of 2015. So when I got out the ring, the sheriffs pull up on me in Texas. You know, they pulled up. They was trying to arrest me. But my managers and them, they big out there and whatnot. They made sure I got back home on a safe flight. They banned me from Texas until I got that situation handled. And, you know, I come back home. Long story short, the bounty hunters get me, and I got locked up. They sent me to prison. First time ever in trouble. 18 months. I did 18 months. You know, my people told me, you know, keep working out in there. You know, you come home, we got you. And, you know, that's what happened. I came home October 2016, and I had ran up. Yeah, I came home October 2016. I fought November 2016, and ever since then, I ran up 8 fights in a year. Well, 7 fights in 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, BoxRec has you listed for 6 fights in 2017, but if you're saying you had 7 in 2017, that is a lot. And I wanted to ask, how did that happen? How did you get so many fights without a promoter?
This how this how it happened. See, 27. If I say 1 year, what I mean by 1 year is 1 full year, not counting the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I came home October of 2016. I count that fight because I fought a month after I came home. I fought. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I fought November, and then so that's why I counted 7. You know, I only had one fight before I went to prison. I only been home for a year. You know, in some months now. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really been home long. I ran up through 7 fights. You ask me how? It's because I have a good team. I have a good management team.
Who's your management? Who's your management team?
It's called G&M Boxing, Gerard and Mac.
All right, shout out to Gerard.
Houston, Texas.
Shout out to Gerard and Mac, brother. I never seen a prospect have that many fights in 1 year without being signed to like Golden Boy, Top Rank, or Al Heyman. You know what I mean? So shout out to you. You're definitely doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I appreciate it. You know, we they serious. They take this serious, just like I do. And they want to see nothing but good things happen to me. And now, we're in a situation right now. This is a life changing fight. Like I said, Showtime. I done had meetings and a bunch of different things with these guys. They take on to like me. Everybody looking forward to me. Guys with only 8 fights not taking fights like this. You know what I'm saying?
They're
guys
not.
with only 8 fights not taking a guy that's 12-1.
They're
You know
not.
what I'm saying?
And I want to talk about
big.
that.
Like
I want to talk about that because you're right. It is big. And not to critique you, but based off your resume, Sam T looks like a step up. And at least you are saying that it is, and you're letting us know that there's not a lot of people like you that would take this fight. So what exactly is making you rush to this fight? Because I say rush. Why? Because like you said, 2017 really is when you got back on the map after coming home, and congratulations on that. You know what I mean? But it's only 2018. It's only your second year home. Like, you don't really have to jump up in there on a televised fight with an up and coming prospect just yet, but you are. So we want to know why and your mindset.
See, it's not like you said. It's not a rush thing. I feel like it's God's plan. I've been in camp with Robert Easter 5 weeks before this. I've been in camp, been sparring with Adrian. I've been sparring with Devin Alexander. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's great work. You know what I'm saying? It's that it's something you'll pay to see. And like I said, I've been around forever. It's not a style I haven't seen. I had 187 amateur fights. I'd have fought the best of them. So it's really not. I just feel like it's God's plan. Everything, doors just open right up. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity, and a lot of guys don't get this opportunity.
Now,
so why not take it? Me personally, I look at it like I don't have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? It's all blessings. We've been working hard. I've been working with, like I said, top-notch work. I feel good. I feel good about everything.
Can you give us some sort of indication on your style? Because obviously I went IG, stalking you, and you look flashy. When I was telling my audience, I'm like, he's training with Robert Easter and Adrian Broner. He kind of looks like you have shades of Broner, shades of a Young Money, a Floyd Mayweather, doing the pads and stuff. And I seen that first. I think you had a first round knockout that I also seen. But what would you say your style is?
My style, I'm versatile. I can do whatever you want to do. If you want to box, we can box. I'm a great counter puncher. I have great speed. I like to fight. You know what I'm saying? We can bang. I like to sit in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? I can do it all. I can do whatever you want to do. So it's really not like I adapt. You know what I'm saying? I can adapt to whatever.
And this fight is at 140, right?
Yes.
That's a real interesting division right now. I mean, obviously, you got this fight in front of you, but all those belts have kind of gone vacant after Terrence Crawford vacated, right? So everyone is strapping up, getting an eliminator fight.
They out for grabs. Everybody. Yes. And I just feel like this fight right here is a big step towards the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not, take this opportunity? Before this guy, I was like I said, I was about to fight a Mexican kid that was 9-1. You know what I'm saying? He was 9-1 with like 9 knockouts. Yeah, he was 9-1 with 9 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't. It's not like a rush. Like I said, I just feel like it's God's plan.
Yo, so how'd you get such a cool name, bro? Like, I mean, first of all, your first name's Montana, then your last name Love. It seems like something you made up.
Yeah, I get that a lot. My mother, she did this. Me and my brothers and sisters, we all named after cities and states. You know what I'm saying? So, and my mother did this. Like I said, I feel like I was born a star. She always told me I was.
Well, I mean, sparring with Adrian Broner, Robert Easter, Devin Alexander, you've definitely been getting work.
That's like, yeah, Adrian, Devin, Rob, that's like family. I speak to these guys on a regular. I just spoke with AB earlier. We was talking about the fight and whatnot, and he giving me pointers and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, that's like family, man, and they teach me a lot. You learn a lot from these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Listen, Montana, I don't want to take too much more of your time. I do want you to give us your social media so that the audience can follow you if they haven't been doing so already. Let everyone know where they could watch your fight. Congratulations on making weight, and once again on getting out and getting your life back in order the way things should be, man. Congratulations to you. Keep up the good work. And once again, give us your social media.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. My Instagram is Montana 2 Pretty Love, the number 2, all together, just like that. Montana 2 Pretty Love. Y'all also can watch the fight tomorrow on Showtime, on Showbox, the new generation, 10 p.m. You don't want to miss it. I am the opening bout. Like I said, Montana 2 Pretty Love on Instagram. Thank you.
Montana, man, thank you so much. Matt in Akron, holding it down. Thank you. That was a great little interview. I'm excited. More invested than you guys is because I know all these guys. But listen, if you follow every single video I ever drop, you'd be excited too, because we've been putting out the Sam Tsunami Teal videos. We've been putting out the Wellington Romero videos. We've been putting out the Joel Flores videos. And we've been getting you guys up to date on who these people are and that they were coming. And the night has come. Tomorrow is the big night. Because on top of that, we got Junior Johan taking on Ronald Ellis, 2 fighters that we know well. Junior Johan has also sparred at my gym, but he's out of the New York City area. He's with future legends in Paulie Malignaggi. So I'm invested in that one too, Matt. This Showbox is going to keep me excited for this weekend at least, or, gives me my boxing fix, because I know that the WBSSS full of shit is going to leave me sad. Matt?
Yes, sorry.
Texting the girlfriend over there, buddy?
Don't worry about it. You're so nosy. Don't worry about it, Ness. Just like Lucy. Always, prying into my love life. It's okay.
Why are you bringing up Lucy on the show right now? She's like, like
Scooby. I don't know what you want to talk about here. Do you want to go back to the ESPN card? Do you want to go Conway?
You're not even going to say anything about Montana Love and the fact that he was sparring Broner, Devin Alexander, even your boy Robert Easter.
I'll be honest, I missed a lot of it.
That's crazy. The fact that he's a fucking 8-0 prospect, never fought anyone on this level, and he's taking on a 12-0-1 dude on TV. Like, that's some little badass shit, man. I can't wait for the Mañana now.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait for this Showtime card. I just can't wait for all these fights. A lot of little fights, a lot of little names, a lot of little hardcore hipster fights, but they're all quality fights, I think, this weekend.
They are. Listen, let's go out to the phone lines, and the number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion here on the Voice of the People hotline. Before we do that, let me go out to, I don't know where I put it. Oh my God. This is so bad.
It's okay, Ness.
Wait. Oh, wait. It's over here. Jesus.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to Donald in Richmond, California. Talk to me.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all got Matt on there? What's up, Matt and Doomsday and this? Man, y'all had a lot to talk about, man. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and go with because I already know Floyd. I don't know what he's gonna do, if he's gonna go into the MMA, but I do know this: if he does take an MMA fight, Floyd is gonna be a billionaire when that's over. We already know that already. That man ain't finna step in there in that octagon and let nobody put no hands on him in MMA if he ain't finna see $1 billion. We know that already. He ain't playing about that money. As far as the Linares and Lomachenko, yeah, I think that'll be a cool fight. I think if Lomachenko goes up to there and do that and he beats Linares, of course that definitely makes him a target for the Mikey fight. So if he does that, I think Mikey can push a little bit more harder for that fight because he'll be at his weight class and he'll have those belts that he wanted because, he was already trying to make that fight with Linares. So he have a stronger argument for the fight. It'll be more or less like, hey, you're in my weight class now and you got something I want. Let's really make this fight now. Now it's not about you moving up no more because you're here and you got something that I want, So I think that'll be good. I don't know why Linares. I think Linares would probably make more for Mikey, though, like what you were saying, though, right, man? Hello?
Yeah, Donald, I'm sorry. Did you say?
Yeah, but I'm saying, though, wouldn't he make more with Mikey?
Who, Linares?
Yeah, wouldn't he make more if he fought Mikey and fought Lomachenko?
I said that, but Matt says no, or Matt kind of didn't agree with me.
No. I'm saying I don't think it's drastically more to where he takes on the harder challenge in Mikey versus Loma.
So what you saying, Matt, is that he, like what you guys were saying earlier, he can look at the Lomachenko fight and say, well, I got the advantage because I'm the bigger guy and maybe I could win because of the size versus Mikey. Mikey is his size and has more skill. So maybe he looks at it as, just like you guys said, the same thing. What I'm saying is that maybe he looks at Lomachenko as the easier fight based on him coming up, right?
Absolutely. And also, you have to think about this, though. Linares is also, in Lomachenko's eyes, probably a big target because Linares has been on US TV quite a bit. He's been headlining on Showtime and HBO, unlike a Rigondeaux. Mm-hmm. So he's probably getting a good paycheck. Remember, his last fight with Marcito Gesta, he made like $210,000, I believe. It was around that much. He almost made $250,000 for Gesta. He's making at least $800,000 for a Lomachenko fight, if not more, in my opinion. Linares is going to make some money, and in the Mikey fight, he's going to make maybe only $100,000 more, $200,000 more, while being a tougher fight. It may not be worth that in Linares' eyes.
I just don't believe that.
What, you don't believe what?
That he's only going to make $100,000 more.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know if Mikey's that much bigger.
Johan is the B side.
Yeah, I knew that.
Wow.
Isn't Ellis
promoted by GH3? Yeah, I think that's why, right?
Is Rashidi Ellis signed with someone else though?
Rashidi is someone else. This is Ronald.
I know that. I thought Ronald was signed with the same promoter. Oh.
Ronald weighed in at 166.5. These guys are fighting at 168.
He could probably go down to 160.
They both weighed in at 166.5.
Oh, or the scale might have been off.
Thomas Matisse fights at 135. That's Linares and Lomachenko weight. So keep your eyes open. Sam Teal came in at 139, and Montana Love came in at 141.5. There's no belt. I guess that that pound and a half overage. Sorry to go back to this, but I just received the quotes from the weigh-in. Small world, right?
That's true. You want to head to the callers now?
We are. We were going to go. Oh, look who's there. The doctor of all fights. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Don't even respect your ass. That's why it's time for the doctor to check your ass, nigga.
Yo, what's going on? Fight Doctor in the house. On Rick James status, as always. What's going on, gentlemen?
Are you on speakerphone status as well?
He is on speakerphone status.
No, I am not on speakerphone status. No, can you hear me better? Is that good? Is that better?
We'll take that over whatever else you were doing.
Good enough. It's not horrendous. It's good enough.
How are you, my friend? My good friend.
How are you? It's been a while.
It has been. We'll start the clock.
Wait, hold on a second, gentlemen. I'm having technical.
You're all
okay. My bad. Yeah, it was
obviously having some difficulties there.
Sounds better.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing better. I'm doing well. Doing well. So there was some discussion about Floyd possibly doing MMA. My honest opinion, I don't know. I kind of like to think that Mayweather is such the egomaniac that regardless of how much money we're talking, he wouldn't want anyone to see him take a complete ass whooping, which is what would happen in an MMA fight, provided the rules are not stacked in his favor. So I don't know, we'll see. But I haven't talked about that. I haven't said that. Linares, Garcia, Lomachenko, I think if Linares was smart, he would take the Lomachenko fight first. Because, for one, that's a winnable fight. Garcia's fight is not winnable for him. Garcia beats Linares. Okay? Period, point blank in the story. Whereas Lomachenko, I think that's a winnable fight for him. Maybe not a lock, but definitely a winnable fight. And I think Lomachenko ducks Garcia. They don't want any of that business. They want none of that business. Period. None. Okay? That fight, I don't think that fight is ever going to happen. Because Uncle Bob, he knows, like everyone else with an inkling of common sense, Garcia knocks Lomachenko out. Team Lomachenko don't want that fight. Okay? Listen, I don't think Team Lomachenko wants any real fight at 135 or above. Because if they wanted a real fight, they would have taken the Pacquiao fight. Okay? At 140 pounds. Pacquiao's an old man, looked like shit in his last fight. You're supposed to be the second coming. Okay? You asked Rigondeaux to come up 2 weight classes. Why can't you do the same? I mean, you're already fighting old men.
To be fair.
2 weight classes beneath you.
Fight doctor. To be fair, very quickly, he did ask Rigondeaux to come up to the same amount of pounds that he asked Manny Pacquiao to go to. Because he asked 138, that would be 8 more pounds from the 130-pound division for Lomachenko. 8-pound gain in weight. For Rigondeaux, it was 8 pounds gained in weight. It would have been the same.
Man, kill that noise, okay? 2 weight classes is 2 weight classes. I'm not trying to hear no shit about, oh, well, it's 8 pounds, it's 9 pounds. It's 2 weight classes, man, okay? Let's keep it real. 2 weight classes, all right?
Shot you down.
At the end of the day.
Ella was able to get away with it.
Stop making excuses.
And Cotto, I mean, you don't have to be in the weight class to be in the weight class.
Look, man, start with the excuses, okay? 2 weight classes is 2 weight classes. If you can have a guy come up,
get your boomerang status on.
I don't understand the issue because he 138 compared to 140. What's the big deal there? I don't feel like that was the sticking point. That wasn't Lomachenko ducking Pacquiao. Pacquiao didn't want that smoke. Come on, we all knew that.
Fight Doctor got his 3 minutes per round, and get your boomerang on. You can head on over to patreon.com/Thaboxingvoice. Find out what boomerangs and ringers are and your ability to cut the line and come back when you have your words in your mouth the way that he just did. We're going to go out to Matthew's nemesis.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
I feel like
Legendary boxer.
I feel like he needs an intro because you start with Nemesis.
He's like crying in the chat and everything. He's been blocking me, like trying to duck me and everything, man. You need to check him. I don't know what's going on with him.
Matt, you're blocking him? You're fucking abusing your power, bro?
It's sad
Fucked up.
talking so much because I said you need an intro, Legendary Boxer. So if you were not talking over...
Okay. You should make my intro the PBC theme song by Hans Zimmer. Can you do that?
I can probably do that. We can probably do that.
Okay, man, that song went away. They should have used that. I used to like that thing. Anyways, I was gonna say, Matt was saying Linares would make like 800K. I don't see him making 800K. Maybe 500, 600 max. If Bob is feeling generous, 800K is a lot though. I don't see that happening at all.
Me neither.
750? You guys don't see 750?
He don't got HBO budget.
1 million maybe. If Loma took
maybe ESPN throws it out there. I don't know.
He don't got that HBO budget. And how long is Loma gonna keep taking 1 million?
Didn't Loma make more than 1 million for Rigo?
Yeah, he made 1.2.
Yeah, 1.2. Disclosed.
He's gonna want more.
But also you were talking about Stevenson's shady history about whatever rape or whatever. Let's not forget the golden boy of boxing also has some rape allegations against by underage females. So if anybody wants to check the golden boy's history, they can Google Oscar De La Hoya rape cases.
So does Mike Tyson. And Floyd Mayweather has violence.
Let's not cherry pick and bash Stevenson and give people like Oscar a pass. I just want to say that. If we're gonna bash people's past, let's bring everybody to the fucking table, not just Stevenson. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. And another thing, I was hearing Tank versus Billy Dib. Is that happening, Ness, or no? Why isn't Farmer stepping up to fight him? Every time they ask him about Tank, he like starts shaking and shit. He's like, oh, maybe down the line. Why doesn't Farmer want to fight him?
I don't know. There was a time Farmer wanted to fight him, and
not when you asked him about the Mayweather Mac undercard. He was like, I don't need Mayweather to become a star. Remember that shit? That was like
yeah, but that was because he already had his path. That was an old video though. He already had his path to be the IBF eliminator, and he did have it on HBO, but he didn't get the win. Remember?
But don't we all know that if Tank lands on that kid, he's going down, and he knows if he loses to Tank, he will have no more hype in him. Everybody, all the freaking people in
Philly, but that's the thing. His style indicates that maybe Tank can't land on him.
Pedraza was landing on him. Tank is way faster, way fucking slicker, way sharper. He will cut him up, like literally. He will put his eyes back in place. He's cross-eyed.
Yeah, but Pedraza landed. Yo, come on. To be fair, Pedraza landed on Tevin Farmer when he was very young in his career with no amateur background. And after those losses, he has never lost again, bro. He's on like a fucking career win streak.
Yeah, but who does he fight though? I mean, he doesn't fight anybody. Come on.
True.
And do you think Ward is going to come back and fight freaking Usyk? Because I was watching the Usyk-Briedis fight a couple of times. The way he fought, people are all high on him. I think Ward would fucking school his ass with just his jab alone. Like I don't see anything special in Usyk. And I saw Usyk fight Michael Hunter. He was struggling against Michael Hunter.
You're bugging. You're
Ward
bugging.
Ward will school his ass. I'm telling you,
bro. Usyk uses good boxing.
He almost lost to Briedis Prescott. Ward would fucking take Briedis to school too. I mean,
almost lost. Who said he almost lost? Where you get that from, bro?
He almost lost. That was a close fight. He won like maybe 7 rounds, but Ward would maybe win like 10 rounds.
Yo, 7-5 is not close, my friend.
Yeah, it is pretty close. 7-5 is pretty close.
Hell no.
You don't think Ward would beat Usyk? Matt, what do you think?
I think he could. I don't think it's dominating the way you describe it. I think he could.
I'm not saying that he can. I just don't think that it's a given the way you're like, oh yeah, he'll beat him.
I don't think Usyk could hurt Ward like Kovalev did. I don't think Usyk hurts as hard as Kovalev. Do you agree?
Yeah, Usyk is big enough. He's skilled enough. He has enough pop that he could beat Ward in a decision. He could.
In a boxing match, bro.
He could.
That's wanted him to fight Parker. I mean, Usyk's not as big and strong as Parker. That's what I'm saying. Usyk would be easier for him. I think that's just my personal opinion. But that's my call, guys. Not too much controversy for Matt tonight. But Usyk
wouldn't even be the easier fight though. That's what I'm saying. It would still be better for fucking Andre Ward to go after Parker because Parker doesn't get on his toes. Usyk's on his toes, popping jabs all night, bro. You're trying to give him a nightmare fight.
But Ward would fucking gas his ass out with those solar plexus jabs from round 1 to 4. Just watch. Briedis he wasn't hitting those jabs right in the stomach, like the pit of the stomach, like Ward does. That shit will fucking make Usyk look lost. Did you watch Usyk versus Michael Hunter on HBO? Did you watch that fight? He was struggling against that guy. He was not dominating him for the first 4 or 5 rounds. That's when I knew he wasn't really special or anything. I've just always been skeptical.
Oh, man.
Just like I was about Kovalev.
Just like you are about Matt. Legendary Boxer, thank you so much. We're going to go out to...
Before you go, super chat, Michael Johnson saying, who next? Get him out of here. I assume referring to...
Shut up, Michael Johnson. Shut up.
Damn, Michael Johnson paid to get you out of here. That's crazy. Let's go out to Alex. I thought we'd never hear from you again, bro. I thought after Rigondeaux lost, you...
That's good, though. It's good, though, here. I'm happy.
Short peer, but you're back. Like, we've always been here.
Yo, bro, I was listening before Rigondeaux even started this, man. Why would I stop now, man? There's always going to be Cuban guys whooping ass, man. Tomorrow's going to be, on Saturday's going to be my man Dorticos, man. He's going to whoop that boy's ass. All these Russians.
But what about Luis Ortiz, though?
Oh, man, I got to tell you, I really think Wilder's going to win that one. Obviously, I'm gonna go with my countryman. I'm gonna go Luis Ortiz 100% King Kong, you know. But I think Wilder's gonna win that one. I'm pretty big on Wilder, man. I think he's gonna beat Joshua too. He's pretty good, man. But yeah, I'm gonna ride with Luis Ortiz though. You know me, for sure.
Yo, the people in the chat are saying that you haven't been around since Loma Rigo Fight Week show.
Let's be fair. You're back because there's another Cuban.
Dude, I even have a poster of Rigondeaux right by the computer, bro. It feels pretty bad, man.
Someone said.
I haven't seen the fight again.
Yo, someone said you're only calling in today because another Cuban's fighting Saturday.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yo, man, someone say that Cubans are the worst fans, that they never tune in. So I can't let that be the way they see us on the Boxing Voice, man. I gotta call in every time to know that I'm supporting the Cubans. I am.
That's right. That's right. I said it. That's right. That's how you got to do it, man. You got to back up all your Cubans.
Le va a caer un carnaval de golpe, como dice Dortico. That's right.
Diablo. Man, yo, Rigondeaux let me down. I used to love when he said, no, le vamos a dar piñazo.
Yeah, I know, man. He was slick when he talked. And so is Dorticos, man. You guys got a couple good videos, interviews with him. And he's slick too, man. He's from Havana, like me, man. They're the best talkers, bro. For sure.
Check that pat on the back he gave himself. He's slick. He's from Havana, like me.
Yeah. Got me.
Yo, I hear a lady in the background. You got your lady checking you out while you live on the show?
Yeah, man. She's just right behind me, man.
She's into boxing too?
Yeah, she is actually. She got me the poster and a signed glove of Yuriorkis Gamboa, but let's not talk about that.
Oh man, yo, it's a bad year for Cubans, yo.
Yeah, I know, man. And he's been did you see when he got knocked out by that kid?
Jason Sosa
with like 7 losses.
Jason Sosa,
guy.
No, that's Robinson Castellanos, right?
Castellano, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he whooped Gamboa's ass, bro.
But Castellano, he's not a bum, man. He's not. I watched a lot of Castellano fight. I told people he's not a bum. It's just the problem is Rigondeaux, man. Guillermo fell off, man. Not Guillermo. See, he's stuck in my head because he did fall off too, but Yurokis fell off.
Yeah, he fell off quick, man. He made dumb decisions, man. I'm telling you, some of these Cubans, like from the countryside, man, they're dumb as a rock, man.
Oh my God,
like,
Alex!
I don't even feel bad for these people, man. They make some dumbass moves. Like, why would you sign with 50 Cent, man? You know what I mean? I was like, come on, bro, really? I saw that coming.
Yo,
man.
To be fair, in the beginning, no one thought it would be that bad. I mean, look at 50 Cent now. You know, his Stars Power show on Stars got like 500 million because it was so good. So like, you just never know. No one would have thought 50 would have failed, yo. He's never failed, right? He just keeps winning, the fucking guy. But listen, what about your boy Laura taking on fucking Jarrett Hurd? I'm a little afraid after watching that face-off. And I interviewed, I seen Laura and Jarrett Hurd in New York at the upfront Showtime announcement. Oh my God, he's so much bigger than Laura, bro.
Yeah, I know. But I don't think size is gonna be an issue. He beat Paul Williams and all that. And my problem with Lara is that, man, I saw him winning in the Canelo fight by a little bit, but I was so pissed at him because he should have tried harder, man. He didn't try hard enough for me. But that's why I'm like, Lara, I see him as kind of weak, bro. When I look at that guy, man, like I like hard, you need to have a little bit more. You have to like put a stamp on that, bro. I like boxers that do that. That's why I like Errol Spence and the Charlos and Dorticos. I like that I'm a lion mentality. I'm a fucking eat you up, And like Lara ain't got that, bro. But I don't think height's gonna be a problem, bro. Height's never been a problem for him. If anything, it's gonna be whether he slipped. If he's still Lara, he's gonna beat that guy. If he's not, then he's not gonna beat him.
Well, listen, Alex, man, thank you for calling in. Real quick before we go to any other callers, I want to go out to who is this? Not gonna say your name at all, but I will say his comment, and he says Rock Nation will be done by the end of this year.
I just saw who you're talking about. I fully understand why you did not say his name.
So,
and that's probably true.
That they'll be done by the end of this year?
RDL. I'm gonna call him RDL instead of Rob. RDL is probably right. That Rock Nation's not gonna really be a thing this year, and they're sort of just gonna phase out.
I wonder who picks up those fighters, man.
A lot of those guys are regional, right? Like a lot of those guys are from the tri-state area, right?
No, a lot of those guys probably going to end up with Real Deal Promotions, who's coming on strong, Matt. Are you guys feeling any presence? Obviously, you're not. You're not feeling a presence over there, but do you even hear anything social media-wise?
I do, obviously. But that's I look for it. Like I'll be looking for boxing news and information like that. It's like regional shit like that, and I'll find information. So I do, but the casual, no. Or even the
Yo, they're putting in work over here, bro.
Listens to this show that's from the West Coast and probably maybe listen to this show and maybe like one other YouTube platform, and that's it. They probably don't really hear about it that much, if at all.
They're putting in work over here on the East Coast, bro. They're doing a lot of regional shows, and now they just got a deal in Brooklyn to do some more. I heard they're linking up with DeBella. I think they're gonna be doing some streaming. It's crazy. It's crazy. They're starting to really put in work. It's funny because when I heard of Evander Holyfield Promotions, I just thought the same thing of Mike Tyson Promotions. You know what I mean? And so many boxer promotions that just don't make it. But he's signing a lot of talent, They got some kid named, I don't know if it's Justin Bibbs or Gibbs. Not sure yet.
I thought it was Gibbs.
But his name on Instagram, I believe, is BK Torch or something like that, if he hasn't changed it already, which I recommended it he do. It's like, how you trying to be a fighter and that's not your fucking name on your handle? Weirdo alert. But he's pretty nice. They're signing some talent. And they're really putting yes. Who is that? That is from Ram X27. Real Deal Promotions is another Broadway boxing kind of promotions. Absolutely. But
those the sport absolutely needs.
Yeah, we need those. I mean, listen, I met Sean and Ken in a Broadway boxing event. It was in BB King's, Matt, and I still love those. I wish that, I can go to more. Those are perfect to bring your girl to because it's like the bar is eye level with the ring. It's insane. So the ring is a little, I don't know, I would say about 125 feet away from the bar. That's how intimate this place is. But it can easily hold, I want to say, at least 1,500, maybe less.
And for any boxing fan out there, you gotta think about this. Like every star you can think about in the sport has to come up through those Broadway boxing sort of promotions, those regional promotions. California has them, LA has them, Louisiana has them, South Dakota has them. Every place has that.
California's equivalent of Broadway boxing is Belasco Theater, all those things that ringtv.com does. You know what I mean?
And I remember back in the day, I mean, like the Valdez before he won a title was featured on those cards and stuff like that. Or the Jesse Magdalenos of the world. You know, those types of guys would be featured on those types of cards all the time. You know, but if you don't know,
I just gotta stop the show right now. All right, I'm sorry.
Bomb Squad!
Ricky Ricardo, I don't know what he's doing. Is he trying to butter up to me or what? He's just dropping Deontay Wilder quotes in the chat, and they're not even like disrespectful. I'm wondering now, like, did Deontay really say that, or is he attaching his name to it?
Can you imagine that Ricky Ricardo is Deontay Wilder?
Yo, what the fuck? Lucy, I'm home.
Maybe the big fan, you know, like that could happen.
Yo, hey man, they listen over there. All right, let's go out to Sonny in the UK. Talk to me.
What's up, guys? I like the show today.
Well, thank you. The show likes you back.
Hey, man. I just want to catch up on a few things, if you don't mind, about, I think Matt announced Isaac and Okolie, that fight coming up this Saturday in England. My homeboys in England, man. This is going to be a fight. These are two guys, young and hungry, and I'm sure you guys are going to be watching it. So, you know, these are two. One of them is going to be an international star, and one's probably still going to be a star. That's how good these two are. But anyway, moving forward, I don't hear nothing about Omar Figueroa, and I think Adrian Broner's making the wrong move to fight him. That's just, to me, that doesn't even make sense. He's just like, he's in it for the money. He's probably getting 1.5 million for it. I don't know what. But Omar Figueroa is a very underrated fighter. I know you guys know about him. In fact, if I see how Omar Figueroa wins, or what kind of Omar Figueroa turns up, I give him a chance to beat people like Errol Spence. That's how highly I rate Omar Figueroa. But apart from that, enjoying the show. And one last thing I would like to say, everybody's hating on Tyson Fury, and he's lost his lenient ring title. This man's a gypsy. The British don't like him anyway. As far as I'm concerned, if he comes back and wins a couple of fights, and if Tyson Fury, gets the Joshua fight, and by chance does something what he did like with Klitschko, everybody's going to change their tone about who he is. And I think that's going to probably shock a lot of boxing fans. If this happens, just remember I said it first, that Tyson Fury becomes something what people wouldn't even believe. That's it, Matt. Thanks for the time.
Sonny, you're the man. Thanks for the kind words, brother. Great call there. We're going to go out to Suleiman the Scholar in New York City. Suleiman, what's going on, my friend? Yo, you missed the Boxing Voice en Español? Did you go back and listen? You can give us. You gotta critique us, man. You gotta be on the next one too. We need more Spanish-speaking people.
Cool. Okay. Yo lo voy a checar cuando tenga la oportunidad. Pero mire, para toda la gente que quieran oír ese show que está comenzando ahora, para que vea, Boxing Voice en español, latino, para todos los latinos y latinas disponible aquí en el Boxing Voice. Okay. How you guys doing? I tend to defer about the opinion of from the fight doctor. I think Mikey Garcia is the easier fight for Linares because Mikey Garcia, you know, he just got lucky when he fought that young guy, that dude that was 5'4", and he caught him on the ropes. And he caught him with that, like he got him with that angle and just knocked him out. And everybody's thinking he's a monster because he knocked that guy out. Well, Adrian Broner didn't go for the body. His game plan was off. So that's why he lost that fight. So I think he's been dropped before by Rocky Martinez, a guy that Lomachenko completely obliterated. So I think that's the easy fight for Linares. I think that's the easiest fight. Plus that's a unification fight. And then he could always get Lomachenko coming up. And Lomachenko, you know, he's improving every day. But I think this guy, he's starting to get sharp one because he's not fighting opponents that make him improve. He fought Broner, that's the last fight he fought. He's not fighting fighters that take him to the next level, Mikey Garcia. And he was sitting on the bench for a while, so all that could affect. I think Linares is at the end of the day, he's not the best fighter because he has cuts and everything. He has losses, but he's the most active out of all those three fighters. He's even more active than Lomachenko, in my opinion, because he fought a lot of fights, and he's gonna take that experience and that
that bring generalship into the ring, and he might be all three of the fighters. And that one, he's going to get a multi-million-dollar fight with Lomachenko, and he get a unification fight with Mati Garcia. So you guys have a great night. I know you guys are busy, and muchas gracias por darme la oportunidad aquí en el Boxing Voice, en la voz de boxeo. Y me gustaría tener la oportunidad de participar en su nuevo show. Thank you very much.
All right, Suleiman, thanks for calling in. Shout out to
Yes.
I don't have a name for him.
Oh darn. That was very anticlimactic.
Oh. There it goes. There it goes. His name is Benjamin Perry.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Benjamin Perry. He listens to the show all the time. He's a little shy, lives in the UK in England, and he hasn't called in yet. And his wife, Hannah, tells him to call in all the time. He's going to be having a birthday in April, and we're going to be sure to make sure we give him a happy birthday in April. But this is just an early warm you up to it, Benjamin, letting you know that you are on our minds.
Yes. And, not to, put anything out there yet, but we may be in the UK this year.
Oh, it's certainly
possible.
Speaking of announcements, shout out to Robert Can with a K, not the can with a C. He's not the can man. He is Rob Can.
Good distinction to have.
He just signed up to Patreon. Excuse me. Whoa. See, if I lived in the West Coast, that wouldn't happen, man.
You have to pray more when that shit happens. It's like the devil trying to get out of you. Come on.
No, I need to pray more in general so that I can be living on the West.
That
I
is
have to wear hats and scarves and shovel snow.
Or you can just wear hats and...
Or I could just go to the humidity of Florida. But anyway, shout out to Robert Can for signing up to the Patron and becoming part of the Patrons. Where are we going? We're going to New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
You baby Jesus, you got your block on fire, you remain in the cheese. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your business. You don't be crying, and it's something you give cheese.
I'm back in the bill. You know what I'm doing here, big. That's all the time. We always hustling, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? What's that? I've never been up with you.
What's going on, but man, all work, no play, grinding like you are.
Yeah, I see how y'all be grinding, bro. Y'all giving us a lot of content. We want to give y'all a shout out. That's a lot of content we giving. Everybody got to hit that thumbs up and support the show, you know what I'm saying? That's how we getting it around here, man. Shit, man, I just came from the LBC, you heard me?
Oh, the LBC?
But look, man, I just came from the LBC, man. I went to Habib Burger. I was gonna go to In-N-Out, but other than too far away from where I was at.
Yo, I miss In-N-Out, man. But look, those In-N-Out fries are official.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try them out next time I go out. I'll be out that next week. I'm gonna try them out. But yeah, man, back then it's all this Floyd Mayweather shit. Man, if Floyd Mayweather get in that ring, man, you're not gonna take no L. Somebody, he gonna get one of them little guys, man, who one of the low level, little chill one. You know what I'm saying? He gonna run in there. Floyd gonna hit him with a knee. He gonna fall on the ground and wake up a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really think it's gonna be a real fight? Man, it's gonna be a setup, man. It's gonna be the WWE, man. Ain't gonna be no real fight, man. Floyd too small for that. He not about to let that old go. I don't care if it's MMA. He ain't gonna let that old go, man. That shit gonna be
I wouldn't even waste my money on that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But back to the boxing and real boxing, you dig? Man, Lomachenko, y'all don't think he's done the Pacquiao fight? Like who? Name one boxer right now wouldn't take the Pacquiao fight right now. Name one boxer. Anywhere between 135
maybe it's
and 152.
Maybe it's Pacquiao that didn't want the Lomachenko fight, brother.
But for what I'm hearing, Lomachenko said 138. You can't tell Pacquiao where to fight at. You got to take the fight if it's 2 more pounds. Like, nigga could never lose. He took the Mayweather fight at 152. He had to do it to get the fight. Come on, man. You can't let that Pacquiao fight pass you up, man.
But we don't know if Pacquiao.
But NO, Crawford let that Pacquiao fight pass him up, and he's still doing A-OK.
And hold on, what do you mean pass up? Maybe Pacquiao didn't want the fight. Period. Maybe Pacquiao did not want the fight. Period. That's.
Well, all I'm knowing is I'm just going on the information what I'm hearing, man. I mean, he said 138. Pacquiao like 140. Man, you got to take that fight, man. And look, one more thing before I go. You know, it's been a minute since I've been on this motherfucker. Let me get it, dog. Why Jesse Vargas, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia keep trying to get a pass to his fucking elbow? Man, why ain't nobody stepping up for the IBF, man? That's a belt. Don't nobody want a belt? Man, I ain't never seen no shit like this at 140 for me, man.
What you mean? Andre want the belt. We ain't never talk about that. Nobody seen that? Hey, listen, NO, we gotta let you go. Hold on. We gotta let you go. It's all right. You got your 3 minutes. Don't worry. You're hitting after the bell. Head on over to Patreon. Get the boomerang status on. You want to come back on? But yeah, Andre is the one at 54. Did you see that video, Matt?
No.
You kidding me?
Again, I don't know what video you're referring to. So,
yo, the person that sent it to me, I told him to try to send me the raw file so I could fucking upload it, bro, because he's DM'd it to me and I can't save it. No way. I can't even tag you in it. But when you come over, I'll show you. It's Andre after the Lamont Peterson fight, I'm assuming, and you can't see him. He's being recorded in the ring, and someone says to him that you can't see, like, yo, do the Earl Spence. And he like, Earl Spence, man, that motherfucker need to move up. He down there fighting all them little dudes. And then he just mimicked them. Oh my God, yo. It was so hilarious.
What was this?
Demetrius Andrade.
Oh, when?
Let me check my DMs, B.
No, not when the message was sent, but when was this video taken?
I don't know, man. You know, people hit me with hot shit every day.
When did Demetrius Andrade face Lamont Peterson in the amateurs?
No.
Said Lamont Peterson.
I said immediately after the fight. I'm trying to say immediately after Earl and Peterson that came out.
Okay, well, again, you did not say that. You said Andrade facing Lamont Peterson, fighting Lamont Peterson. So that's what I was very confused about.
Oh, man, it's your side, yo. It's your side.
It's not my side. It's that you said.
Yeah, your headphones are no good, or it's YouTube. I don't know what you want to call it.
I heard you 100%. You just clearly did not say it correctly. It's okay. We can run it back later.
Nice. The word you say.
Andrade's at 160 now, so who even cares about that? I feel like that's a non-story.
That is true, right? He is up there. Damn.
Yeah, so I don't know why you even bring that up.
Why he's taking shots then, right? Oh, I think this is it.
To answer NO's actual question about Danny and Sean and why aren't they taking that IBF fight?
Yo, I wish.
No, let me answer the question. Sean is the mandatory to Keith. He wants that L back. So why would he not want to face the unified champion, get 2 belts in one, collect that L back because it's the mandatory? Also, Danny is coming off a L. He probably wants a tune-up before he goes in there with a top 5 opponent. Okay, Ness. Do you realize that that's probably very low down on the screen, so only I see that? Is that what you want though?
Oh, hold up.
Yeah, I know you always forget about that part. Nestor.
I think it's this one, right?
I don't know.
Yes, right.
You have to click on your stuff. It's not that hard. Okay.
Wait, he's gonna start doing it. Look.
This is riveting radio right now, guys.
Cha cha. Do the cha cha cha.
For everyone on podcast right now.
Look. That's his impression right there of Earl. He's so funny. I wish I could connect the audio. You know, you can do this. I look, it doesn't even let me tag you. It's so weird, this video.
You said it's a DM, right?
It's in a DM, yeah.
Then why can't you just like forward me the DM?
How? It's an IG DM.
Oh. Never mind. I don't know. Anyways, digressing, because you're
dude sends me mad stuff. If I could play this one on here, did you see what Antonio Tarver said? Like, he was on a live stream just chilling, right? He's in the gym. He's just chilling. And then someone's like, yo, why Thurman ducking Earl Spence? Yo, he went crazy. He ain't ducking no fucking Earl Spence. Man, the man got a hurt elbow, man. Y'all don't know shit about. Yo, he went crazy. Yo, it's funny too, because he's all sweaty. Like, he was in a zone.
All that adrenaline.
Yeah, it was like that.
Anyways, back to the callers. Kansas City Mac.
Virgil Hunter in the building.
Oh, man. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. Can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hear you, Virgil.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank y'all for what y'all doing, putting this boxing on the front page where it needs to be. Got a lot of topics. I know I ain't got 3 minutes. Gotta excuse me. I didn't getting over the flu. It's killing us over here. Yeah, let me start with AB. I don't even really want to talk about him, but I mean, he's a good gatekeeper. I mean, he just exposed himself. He just talked too much, and didn't back it up. So I got him losing on that one. Omar Figueroa, he did his thing against the Ghost, broke him down systematically. So I'm going with Omar on that one. AB, I don't know about him. His whole crew, like that caller y'all had on there earlier, I don't even think he should be rocking with them. Same thing with Robert Eastern. He doesn't utilize his height. Was that Dominican gave him problems? He should have won. At least a draw on that one. Earl Spence Jr. or Earl Spence Jr. I like him. He is the truth. But I've been on Thurman since the beginning. He is sometimes, but until somebody gets him out of there, I'm going with him. But Earl, he's the real deal. He's nice. He's nice. Lomachenko, Linares, that'll be fireworks. That'll be more like C4. Huge explosion. Pac-Man, I just think he needs to retire. I'm tired of hearing about him. Like I said, I don't think he really wants that smoke. He just bouncing around. I heard he wanted to fight. What's that one guy, McGregor? But yeah, I don't think he wants that smoke. Pacquiao just needs to go sit down, go do your things, congressman. And then SOG, you know how I feel about him. You know, that's number one right there for me next to Bomb Squad. I think he just playing chess games right now, getting his weight up, probably getting his money up. I see him going in cruiserweight. What's after that? What's that tournament going on? Yeah, I think SOG just playing games. He's probably gonna come back. And then Money Mayweather. He's not getting no octagon. That's another little smoke screen publicity stunt. He's just getting ready for some fighters. He's probably got some fighters training MMA. He's just gonna stamp them, put them under the banner, get that money. Mayweather's not getting in no octagon and fighting. If he is, then I'm gonna be highly surprised, like the McGregor fight. But this time it's in the octagon. They really gonna take a fall? Somebody gonna take a fall for that? Who gonna get in the ring? who's gonna get in the ring with this? Who's gonna get in the octagon with him and take a fall? I heard some talk like Eddie Alvarez.
Well, there you go, Kansas City Mac. Thanks for calling in. We're going to Keem in Florida. Talk to us.
Yo, what's up, y'all? First off, I want to say Mayweather definitely not getting in no damn octagon. If he gets in the octagon, I think it would be on some bullshit, like some wrestling type shit. Or if he gets in the octagon, it won't be full MMA rules. I mean, he's about his money. We all know that. So if he gets in there, it would be for ridiculous amounts of money. But I don't think he'll do it. And on to Lomachenko, Linares, I think that'd be a huge fight. I don't know why people hating on Lomachenko. He gets too much hate, man. So many people just, no matter what he does, no matter who he fights, there's so many people out here that just hate on him and got excuses. But I think if he fights Linares, he could definitely beat him. Just because Linares, he's got speed, but he doesn't have much pop. He doesn't have much power, and his face is just, I guess he's too pretty boy or something. His face is just, he gets cut real easy, and I would just see Lomachenko just peppering him up all night, and I don't think he'd make him quit or knock him in. So, hey, man, I'm a Patreon member. I wanted to say too, I watched the Border Wars. That shit is dope, man.
Keem, you got to talk it to the mic. I don't know what happened. We lost you big time.
Oh, hello?
Yes. You said
Hello,
you're a
can you hear me
Patreon and you watch Border Wars. What?
God. Oh, I watched Border Wars, man. That shit was dope. It was super dope, y'all. And I was wondering how you get down with that. Like, I know you saying you got to be a Patreon member.
Yes, the registration for the next Border Wars 2018. It's going to be Independence Day Massacre, 4th of July. It's going to happen in your hometown. So I don't know, Keem, maybe you'll be part of it in some capacity because we're taking it to Florida again. Registration will be out, I believe, today or tonight or tomorrow night. I'm not, but registration will be out on the website with whether today or tomorrow night. So, Keem, thank you again for calling in. We got to go out to our official IG master.
I won't deny you.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Come with me. Hail Mary, run quick, see what do we have here now? Boxingvoice.com.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
What's up, Ness? Matt?
What up?
Oh, man.
Yo, Limon.
Man, I'm back. What's up?
You coming to Border Wars 3 at least as a ref or a permanent judge? We got to rectify some situations that took place in the last Border Wars so they don't happen again, man. So you let me know. You want to come to the Sunshine State.
Right. Yeah, we definitely have to discuss that, Get all the way up to Florida, huh? Border Wars, man. That should be great, man. It was a great experience over there in LA, man. For anybody who doesn't know, man, hasn't checked it out, you got to go check it out on Patreon, the Border Wars. I mean, not only do you meet great people, man, you're meeting boxing fans, and I'm telling you, the experience itself was awesome, man. And then not only that, but then you get, if you're participating, you get to go inside the ring, man, and you do what you love. You're the one. You're the one in there fighting and stuff, man. So it's great, win or lose, If you want to know if I won, you got to go up there to Patreon to find out. To me and Pound for Pound Info Joe, see what happened. But yeah, definitely do Patreon plug right there. Yeah, let me tell you, man, I got my beer, man. I'm excited, man. I'm ready for this weekend. I know you guys watching the Top Rank on ESPN.
Who's Gilberto fighting, bro?
No, I don't even know that guy. I don't know who he's fighting. Gilberto Ramirez. Yeah, I don't know who he's fighting. Forgot his name. I can't. I'm not gonna try to butcher his name or nothing. But there's a lot of fighters on the card. You got Gilberto Ramirez, Jesse Hart,
Lopez,
Jose Benavidez. Yep, Teofimo Lopez out of Vegas. And also, of course, you got Gabriel Flores Jr., man, making his ESPN debut on the ESPN app. So anybody who's been listening to me, every time I say, oh, Gabriel Flores Jr. out of Stockton, California, now here's your chance on Saturday, 4:30. Go to the ESPN app. It's free. And you get to go see what I've been talking about this whole time. So I have my whole day set ready for this.
So he's only on the app?
What's up? Yeah, you're only going to be able to see him on the ESPN app because he's the second fight on the undercards.
Okay. And this is in Texas, right?
So, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Corpus Christi, Texas. This is sixth fight. The kid just graduated high school early. And he's already 5-0, already had a main event. Now he's on ESPN a week after he graduated high school. He's dedicating the fight to his high school. And like I said, man, you guys got to check him out. Got to go to the ESPN app, though, because some people get confused and they think some of these undercards are going to be on the ESPN channel. No, it's not. The fights don't start till 6 like on ESPN. But the ESPN app, all these undercards are for free at 4:30. Great quality, great production. What you think about that? And I know you like the production on those undercards on the app.
It's not really production. It's just the fact that they have a stream for the undercard. That's what I like. I don't care about the production.
Having the availability, just giving it to the, they get points just for having it there for the people that want to watch it. Like that's a plus, man. That's a plus. I'm happy. I just like I told Matt to remind me about the Showbox streams. I need you to remind me about that so that I could watch Teofimo. I know he's not going to get no TV time.
No, he will not. But
he's on the undercard too.
He will definitely be streamed though.
Yeah, maybe he'll get some stream time and get to see, how he's working.
Agreed.
So you're only interested in Flores. Don't forget to check out Showbox.
No, I'm gonna watch them.
Don't forget to check out Showbox tomorrow night, bro.
Too.
Yeah, Ronald Ellis taking on Yunier Dorticos. Battle of the, I think it's undefeated. Ellis has a draw, maybe. But yeah.
I think it's a draw, but no losses. Yeah.
A lot of undefeats on the
Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely watching that. Hey, you mentioned about Roy Jones fighting February 8th. Anybody interested in that?
On the UFC Fight Pass.
Last fight.
Yeah, man. We're actually gonna have Roy Jones on the show, I think, next week. So when is he fighting? February 8th?
February 8th.
Oh wow. So we might have him on right before his fight. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey, and I heard you guys say today that TBV, we might be getting that TBV UK. You guys just mentioned that today, but I just want to say I've been saying that, and I know for a fact I said it last week or a couple of days ago in the chat, and you were like, "What's he talking about?" And that's exactly what I was talking about. I was like, "When we're going to get you guys to the UK?" You know what I mean? Got to get TBV in the UK. It's a takeover, man.
Soon. We're working.
Announcements will be made soon.
Definitely.
When all the stars align, we'll do what we got to do.
Definitely. Hopefully they will be. Definitely for the Canelo Triple G too.
Oh, yeah,
I know my time's running out, so I just want to say, oh yeah, that's for sure, Vegas. That's my opinion, Vegas. I know the location hasn't been determined yet, but I'm figuring T-Mobile is going to steal it again. No one could outbid him. I know my time's running out. Real quick, I'm just going to say Loma. I think he beats Linares, kills him. I think Mikey kills Linares. I don't know why Gervonta Davis is so quiet. I don't know why he's so quiet. He should be begging for Linares. I think he could get Linares. I just want to say Danny's back, man, looking sharp. Hopefully we get that Thurman rematch, and I'm picking Danny again. And
Khan. I don't know. Well, I'm interested to watch the fight of Khan. That's all I'm gonna say with that. But the Canelo Triple G, it's amazing how many people are picking Triple G to win that fight. What's your thoughts on that one, Ness?
Like
Triple G, everybody picking Triple G already.
I feel like everyone's picking Canelo.
I feel like everyone's picking Canelo already.
The poll we did on the Boxing Voice Twitter, 70% went with Triple G. Only 30% went with Canelo.
Yeah, man, I don't know, but I just feel the opposite of that, I swear.
From what I hear in the gym, it's all Canelo.
Okay. Yeah. That's going to be a great fight. I can't even say who I'm picking right now. I'll wait. I'll wait till I have to pick. But great show. Boxing Voice, guys. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Patreon. Get you guys' stuff right, man.
All right, Alex, man. Thanks for calling in. Keep up the great work. Yo, WBC just put out some they did a collab with War Tape. And they got like WBC War Tape. That looks so dope. I want that.
Ness.
Yo, and I wanted tape for the fucking fight. No one listened to me. I asked you, did you have? You didn't have. But Doomsday said he had. He said he was bringing a roll. We didn't use it, and my wrist still hurts since that day. I haven't even been back to the gym because of that. Look, just going like this too. It's like I got a pinched nerve, bro. Fucking old head, man. See? That bullshit right there, Matt. You gonna defend my honor or what?
Well, I mean, my wrists aren't hurting after the fight, and I've been in the gym since the fight.
That's why. You're younger. You're gonna defend my honor or what?
Well, I mean, you're just old.
Niggas coming at your motherfucking your top dog. You gotta like be out there for me.
Yo, you know what's gonna be sad is like it's gonna be like Mulan, where like you're like the old dad with like the cane walking around, and your daughter's gonna have to be the boxer because you can't hang anymore.
Old age only means wisdom, B.
I think you're a little bit too old, maybe. I don't know. You had a
my daughter might end up being a boxer if I turn it around. Because the other day she was like, "Oh, did you never take me to the gym?" I'm like, "Oh shit, she want to go to the gym."
Definitely take her. She's old.
That shit takes too much. It's a lot, yo. You know, you lose your childhood, and it's a gamble.
No, not even that. Just do it just for fun, even just for that reason alone. It would be.
I mean, I'll take her with me and stuff like that, but hopefully, she don't take it serious. Let's go to Tony T in San Diego. Tony T, what up?
Hey, what's up? I'm driving, so I have you guys on speaker. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me clearly.
We hear you good. Go for it. Not that bad.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go off the bat. I just tuned in about 10 minutes ago. I just got out of work. Driving down here, I-5 south, going down to San Diego. First off, Linares, Mikey Garcia. I don't know if you guys saw Mikey Garcia say that he fights Loma. He's really not that interested in fighting Linares if that gets made. And I feel because Linares might lose, I think he feels that Linares might lose that fight. So once he loses that fight, I think he feels it's not worth fighting Linares anymore because he got beat by Loma. He was on video, I forget which. The dude that always hangs out at his gym, at the Robert Garcia gym. And he said that he's not really interested. And he kind of seemed upset that the Loma fight was getting made. I'm not sure if I got the wrong vibe from him or whatever. But, yeah, I don't think he's too happy about Linares bringing up Lomachenko. And then to GGG and Canelo, T-Mobile Arena, I don't know.
90 seconds.
Playing with us, giving us Texas and New York. And so I think T-Mobile is going to be that. Canelo inaugurated that arena, so I think that's going to be the arena. If he was to beat Golovkin, that would be the place they would choose. And I think that's it. You guys mentioned Gervonta earlier. I don't think he wants anyone. He wants to hold on to those belts as long as he can. When he does get the belt back, if he does, and that's my call.
60 seconds.
Always a good time on the box.
Tony, man, thank you for calling in, brother. Always a good call whenever you do call in. Hopefully you have a safe ride back and enjoy the rest of the show on your ride there. Month of February, Matt. What are you looking forward to the most in the month of Febrero?
Obviously on a personal bias, going to Wilder's gym. That's gonna be fun.
Okay.
With the whole crew, it's looking like, Enrique, you, and Mickey.
Yes.
Maybe
No, I sent Mickey a message. I said book.
So I can't wait for that. And plus, I think Mickey is a new addition to TBV. And he's around more. Obviously, he's worked in Australia for us for a while, but him being in the US.
If you've seen the Border Wars footage, the epilogue, part 1.
I want everything to be filmed by Mickey.
That's what I told him. If his flight was, fucking normal, he would be booked for everything. But he's got a mortgage flight, bro. His flight's $1,500, bro. That's like hard to justify. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, 1,500. It's like mortgage. That's some people's rent and car.
Yes.
And that's other people's rent, car, and probably utilities and shit, bro. I mean, like, for real. It's a lot of money to get out of that country. I think you need to get out once and never go back. So, like, it's like, I said, yo, but how do you do? He's like, no, because you know what? Since we're here, we want to travel more because it's so hard to travel. And I'm like, okay, makes sense, I guess. It's like, damn, we got to get a vacation out of here. So let's just hustle, I guess. I don't fucking know. But yeah, Mickey's going to be on the job, and that's all that matters. You're going to get Showtime, HBO, but a step above that is where Mickey's at. That's what I'm telling you. So just check that out. I'm telling you, it's going to be dope. Remember, all your super chats are going towards this movement too. So everything that you've already given without even knowing that you've given it is going to that movement, because this is going to be a huge production. This is going to be the biggest thing we've done. No bullshit.
In terms of life, especially, yes.
Including appreciation nights and border wars. This is going to be some over the moon rocket launcher shit. You hear me?
Ness, what's the old school PayPal link in case somebody wants to donate, let's say, a larger amount?
Oh, just it's the regular email, Thaboxingvoice, THEBOXINGVOICE @yahoo.com.
Yes, if you want PayPal, and if you're not on the super chat and you want to donate to Mickey or the crew for this Deontay Wilder trip, definitely appreciated.
Yes, it's definitely needed. No, it's definitely needed because Enrique's bougie.
Of course he is.
So he needs to fly out of Alabama, but he's not only bougie; he's got to work. You know what I mean? Like, we're calling in the big guns. We're getting Mickey and Enrique on the job, and then we're gonna have me and Matt attack to get you the the regular YouTube shit that you need to feed the beast. But the master crazy production is gonna come. We're actually going to do it backwards this time, I think, man. I don't know. I guess we'll talk about that off air. But since we started it here, I'll just say I'm thinking hold everything. Since they'll both be there, the editing will be faster. Hold everything until theirs is out first.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that.
You're not feeling that? You don't seem like you're feeling that.
I don't care.
You don't seem like you're feeling that. You got the
I think no matter what we do, we have to put it out before the fight, obviously.
Wearing a coat. I never understand it. I was in LA with like a little hoodie and shit. This guy's always in a coat. Sheepskin too. He loves sheepskin or fucking flannel coats. I don't get it.
Anyways, to the point, I'm always worried about Enrique holding on to footage. He's a little bit like Doomy sometimes.
No. Mickey's in charge of all that.
Okay. If Mickey's in charge of it, then yeah, I have no issue. Because
he's just gonna add, obviously, his own directorial advice, as well as shooting and his own equipment. But Mickey is gonna essentially do the editing, and obviously Enrique will assist as an executive producer, the way that he did in Border Wars. Because he likes to make you know that. I don't know. When you see him, you should do that, because I know he's not going to listen to this episode. So when you see him, you should be like, yo, Enrique, man, Mickey did a great job, bro. And then he's going to be like, yeah, I know. I gave him the culture. I gave him like what I told him how to do. See, that's why I like to work with Mickey, because I could just say certain things and he knows.
No, Enrique, come on, man. Oh, he's like doing
Oh
me.
shit! Let's go to Jabron. Yo, Jabron, what up? Where you been at, man?
Man, been grinding. Me and the wife's been grinding, man. You know, we got our business, so it's like gotta hit the ground running. You know, 2 more months, it makes 2 years we've been in business. So you know how it is getting off the ground. But shout outs to the Boxing Voice. I got my merchandise, that Patreon, that nice shirt. I'm loving that. Loving it. If you haven't got yours yet, it's coming. It's on the way.
Yo, I sent you a medium, right? Because
Because
I know you cut up and shit. I almost sent you a large. Did I send you a medium or I sent you a large? I hope I sent you the right size.
It's perfect size.
Oh, perfect,
man,
perfect.
I've been so busy working, dealing with the business. I haven't been really working out that much. You know, I've dropped a couple of pounds. So, you know, if Matt needs to try to redeem himself, you know.
Yo, are you really 130? Matt's looking to suck somebody down. He said he's got to get a win.
Actually, I got on the digital scale last week. I'm 128.7.
Oh my God, we got Rigo in the house. Yo, but Jabron, I met you, bro. I met you. You're big as hell. You're like muscular. I don't know. I don't think Matt can even move you, man. It's gonna be like Matt fighting Iron Man.
Jabron, how tall are you?
Matt is scouting. He's scouting live on the TBV show.
I'm real Rigo, baby. I'm 5'4.5".
Okay.
How tall are you, Matt?
I'm 5'9". That explains how you can be.
Oh shit, Matt! You finally gonna be the bigger man. He's taking it. Sign on the dotted line, Jabron. He wants it. Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth. He's smiling. He's smiling.
Hey man, I'm the cam man. You don't worry about it, man.
Jabron, but this time Border Wars is gonna be. First of all, you need to know Border Wars 3 is gonna be July 4th through the 8th. So it's gonna be Independence Day Massacre, and it's you know in Florida. So before you sign on that dotted line, you got to make sure all the boxes check. But Matt, oh my God, people coming out the woodworks. Registration will be up soon, ladies and gentlemen. 24 to 48. I just hit the developer about the page and got no answer.
I believe the link is live actually. So if you want, yes, I believe I got a text from Mr. Bobby Aram from Canada.
Right, that's what I've been texting him to see if it's live. I want to check myself. See what
I'm in the group chat and I see a text saying, "Hey, this URL is live. Try theboxingvoice.com/Border Wars, and the registration should be live and available."
Quick question, guys. Have y'all heard anything about Triple G possibly after fighting Canelo, possibly moving to 168?
I've heard little tiny rumors of it. I've heard little tiny quotes from other 168 pounders talking about Triple G moving up. I don't know if it's super credible or if it's concrete yet.
Oh, okay. I'll wait till I hear some official stuff before I go in, because that would be kind of contradicting when he said he wanted to, you know, wipe out the division and have all the belts. And now that you got the young guns, Andre, Charlo, Danny Jacobs, right there on the coattails, it seems like he's trying to get out of the division. But with that being said, will you guys be in Vegas for the Cinco de Mayo if it's at the T-Mobile?
Yes.
That's the plan. That is the plan. We are supposed to be there if all goes right.
That's gonna be great. Just surprised me without her even knowing that there's a fight going on, that we going to Vegas that weekend because it's my birthday.
Oh wow. Oh, that's dope. That's definitely dope.
Hope to see you guys there. That's my call. And support TBV. Hit those like buttons, get the likes up, and hit Patreon.
All right, Jabron. Well, thank you for calling in. I'm happy to hear you received your shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you are on the appropriate tier to receive a shirt. Those that received it Didn't receive it because they were on that tier, because they already received the shirt for that. But from that tier and on, everyone received it, you know? So, yeah, make sure that you're on the appropriate tier is all I can say, you know, because these are one-offs. These are boxingfanapparel.com exclusives as well. As you can see from the people that continue to call in, ecstatic about their shirt. It is butter soft too, you know what I mean? It's not one of those cheapies. It's not no Glidden or Gildan or whatever those whack shits are used. None of those shirts that they give out for free at the Barclays or the Forum. None of those spray painted bullshits. This is like top for real. Do not dry it in the fucking dryer, okay? This is not some shit your grandma bought you. No drying in the dryer.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
I mean, didn't you read it?
No.
The shirt, not only does it not have a label because it's high quality, but the what's it called? The handling of the shirt is printed on as well. It says how to wash it, bro.
Ness, I rarely, if ever, read directions. And the only times I really read directions is when it involves food.
Sad.
Being honest. Just being honest.
Fortunately for Jabron, he's still on the line and just received his, so he will not be drying it. Dry clean is another story, but drying in the tumbler, maybe set at very low. I mean, I do not recommend drying it, but maybe set very low, maybe, and not for many minutes. I would just hang, not on a hanger either, because then you're gonna have like those hanger marks, lay hang. But I can't teach you everything. I can only show you how to put your pants on one leg at a time. That's it. Anyway, we still have no outro. So someone make me one, please, because I don't even have one. I've been looking for it all freaking day. Had not found it. I don't even know. So all I got is intros, no outros. And yeah, that's what I got.
It's okay now.
Yeah, but you got to remember, yours don't play, homie, because when I talk, it shuts off. See, because I'm the master volume. Now, if I had that audio playing it from this side,
you do. Oh, you did.
That's not even the intro, though. It's
just a simple beat. It's just a simple beat.
No, it's not a simple beat. It was way more than just a simple beat.
What do you mean? How is it way more than a simple beat? It was a classic
exclusive outro.
Okay, we don't have the outro official.
One of its kind.
Oh my god.
I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. The link that Matt said is live. It's the old link, so I don't know why they're giving that link out.
Oh, then Jose is wrong.
Jose is wrong.
I am Matt Hipster. You can find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter, Matt Hunter TBV on Instagram, my MMA podcast, Mixed Combat Radios on Patreon, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, etc. If you don't know where to find that, go to YouTube and on the Boxing Voice channel, the featured channel section, you can find all the sister networks of the Boxing Voice. Even though Ness hates on those sister networks, they're out there and they're strong. Shout out to us.
Also find on the Boxing Voice today's first edition of the Boxing Voice en Español. Head on over there to check it out. You can catch it on iTunes as well if you want to listen to it during your run and have a laugh. Listen, we're out of here, Matt. Arrivederci.
Deuces.
Nos vemos.
Adios.
All right.
Thank you for using